This bounces if I'm gonna
Oh.
like heal him or not. So, carrots and peanut butter. What are people's thoughts on that?
That sounds fucking disgusting.
Really?
Carrots and peanut butter don't go
Why?
together. Celery and peanut butter go together. Carrots and hummus
wonder
would
how
go
it's there.
fine. I don't know that I would do
And what
carrots
about
and
you?
peanut butter. Not a thing
Uh,
for
why
me.
wouldn't
Personally.
I eat those two together? I've 100% done it and would do it again, and I won't take
Why does M
shade
sound
for
so
it.
confused?
Because
Like he's
that's
just trying to make food.
wild. That is a wild thing to
Look.
have an opinion on.
Look,
It's
I
carrots
didn't say
and
you
peanut
couldn't eat
butter.
them. It's not like I said it's pineapple on pizza, which is gross. And shouldn't exist at all.
I agree
but,
until
you
you
know.
also put sardines on the pizza. Pineapple and sardines, banger.
Pineapple on a barbecue chicken pizza
Wrong.
with bacon and caramelized onions.
Just eat grilled pineapple on its own. It doesn't have to go on pizza as a topping.
No, I'm not. Yeah, well, again, wild to have such a just final set opinion. But I love it.
I'm
I love it.
Italian. We created pizza. So as an Italian, I get unilateral
Your
rights.
thing is bourbon though, bud, not pizza.
No.
Don't-
But
don't-
I'm Italian and we created it.
Yeah. So that. Anyway, last time you guys got blasted out of bubble, and then you landed outside that bubble. You are
Am
after.
I live? There you go. I had to
Yeah.
I had to reload it. Never
You
mind.
are
That's my
after the temporal chalice, which the director warns that is a dangerous one. The ability to control time is not one to be trifled with, she says. And you guys were suited up, you kit up, and you got launched at a bubble. You dealt with some purple worms outside of the bubble. Small purple worms, though. Johan did not neglect to mention. And then you guys got into the cannon, and he launched you point blank into the bubble. You met an old lady who, in the bubble, like in the white space, really, who said, "Find me." And then you woke up in front of Refuge, a small, ramshackle chic town. Imagine the Fallout buildings built of driftwoods, whatever wood they have, and sheet metals and things like this. Yeah, you guys have a map. We have a map that's important for this mission. But we came up against Roswell in front of the gate, a large, now that we know, sort of clay construct creature that speaks through a bird.
Oh, yeah, the bird needs to be
and-
okay.
Yeah, the bird is the thing speaking this whole time. Little red bird on his shoulder.
This is
Okay.
the map.
It
I'm showing everybody the map.
Yeah. The map
Okay.
of Refuge. There's a
is
few
the
notable
town.
points that we have seen so far. Those points are, I think, the most important that we'll start with, even though this isn't where we started, was at the center of town. There's a big statue depicting 3 people, which we did not name last time, but you did. There's a placard for, so we can talk about their names. It is Jack and June. Jack is the older gentleman. June is the younger girl that he's holding hands with in the statue. And then there is the visitor behind them, which is the robed figure whose robe is rusted and is very clearly depicting a red robe that you guys know all too well. Roswell told you to wait for Sheriff Isaac. Just not quite trusting you guys. Just wait for Sheriff Isaac in the sheriff's station. You guys met Cassidy, who was in jail for blowing up the temple, as well as the mine. She swears she did not do either, but is in prison, or is in jail for it. This isn't a prison. Things that happened in the town. Over the course of this time, there was a crash from outside. The first one that Roswell went to check out, and when they returned with blood on their halberd. You folks fought Roswell at this point because Roswell did not trust you, and one of you broke into the desk. Ye broke into the desk. So Roswell asked all of you to wait in the cell until Sheriff Isaac arrived, and the fight ensued in which Roswell pinned one of you, and Korik decided to go into the cell. And then another...
Visibly. Went into the cell.
situation, a rumble, an earthquake happened outside, and Roswell rushed, or earthquake happened, and Roswell rushed out to find out if there's much damage. And in this point, you guys escaped. Tim having acided out the restraints and setting his team free. You guys escaped, and you saw a couple purple kerchiefed folks heading around the Lord's Manor and into the bank. And then you guys made a quick beeline outside of town and to the temple, the remnants of the temple, which we discovered were more in decrepitation due to age and not like an explosion like Cassidy had been blamed for. As you are exploring the temple, there's another boom from town in which you see a column of smoke rising from around the sheriff office bank statue area in that big central location. And then as you're peeking about, Tim finds a little necklace that has all in all, the description of the necklace is a thread holding a needle, just like aloft in a circle. But it was all bent out of shape, broken and worn. And a piece of fabric fluttered up in the wind, and Korok followed it out, only to see the entire town buckle and explode outwards, and then come caving inwards. Not just the town, but the outlying area. Basically, the entire bubble. Any location in the bubble pops up at noon and then is swallowed by the earth. The only description you're given so far of that is tiny silver or tiny shining points beginning to spin around you as you fall. Then you woke up in the white space, and she said, "You'll have to do better than that." And you woke up in front of Roswell outside of Refuge. And that is where we're going to pick up. Outside of Refuge with Roswell standing at the gate.
Did we figure out what the necklace was? I don't think we did. We just kind of
We didn't. We picked it up and then time reset on us, so we
and then
couldn't
time reset,
really
so you don't
do
even
much.
have the necklace anymore.
Oh, that's true. That's right. It did. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
We don't even have it anymore.
I'll say the importance of finding that necklace, because I think that was on a successful roll. The importance of finding that necklace is the symbol.
There's a symbol in it?
Yeah,
You
so
didn't
it's
describe the symbol.
I just did now, but it was a circle.
Oh.
It's a circle. Imagine
Oh,
like
okay.
a circle.
I didn't
right?
know that was a necklace.
And then inside of the circle, there is a couple threads of bronze holding a just like golden needle. All of this is tarnished. All of this is bent and broken, but all the pieces are there. If you had put it back together somehow, you would have known that that's what it is. I described it a little more in detail just now, but that is the symbol, is a needle, a threaded needle, basically.
Okay.
But yeah, we wake up in front of Roswell, in front of
I ready Blight.
Refuge.
Are we really gonna fight him again?
And Roswell says,
No,
hello,
I'm-
and welcome. May I ask how you folks got here?
Hold on, sir. Mr. Roswell, man. We need 2 minutes to ourselves. Hold on.
How I would like to hold on,
wave,
but I'm just curious about how you know my name.
Yeah,
I'll explain that in due time.
He doesn't know that we know his name.
Okay.
He never told us his name again.
He never
So
told us his name yet. This is like it never happened.
Well,
we know it happened.
please.
So,
Okay,
so I
please
turned my
state your
back. I
business.
turned my back to Roswell, and I put
Hmm.
one arm on Tim slightly lower, and one arm up on Yi.
Well,
and I'm like,
okay.
Did this really fucking happen, guys?
Yes, it really happened, and
I
he
think
doesn't
I was
know that we know
expecting
his name. So
so-
maybe we should not do that stuff
I
anymore.
think we were
No, I
on
did that
a
on purpose the
turn
first time.
hoping.
Just okay. This time, Elite, can you not steal things?
Yeah, please don't steal anything. That didn't work well
Be
for
fair.
us.
I didn't know that the desk was trapped. Nobody
No, you
would.
always steal things though. That's why we are together as a party right now, as a group. Because you are a klepto, you got caught, you were in jail, you were assigned to me, I was your protector, and to help, like, I was supposed to basically use you as a bitch until your sentence was over. So that's kind of where we're at. So yes, you like to steal things, shiny object, and look where it's got you. Your wing got cut off. You can't fly anymore. You worship some sort of weird ass sledgehammer. So all right,
Sledgehammer.
It's a tentacle, and you know it.
I'm
Isn't
not
it
into
technically a
bestiality.
mace. It's technically a mace.
Technically, it's a tentacle. No, M was right. It is a tentacle.
All right. Well, the bestiality I'm into is not sea creatures. Okay, so all right. So what do we want to do here?
So
I've
first,
already pissed off crazy man over here.
So where at what point did he bring a we ended up in the cell because Elite stole something, right? I'm just trying
Yes.
to remember. I'm just trying to remember like what we need to do
Timeline?
differently.
I mean,
Yeah,
don't set off alarms.
so in the last loop, in the first loop, you guys were brought to the sheriff's office because Roswell could not trust you to move around the village alone, and so they just asked you to come to the sheriff's office to wait for Sheriff Isaac, and that was it. That's the thing we had trouble with. If you guys want to run that loop again, we can start at like 11:10 when you guys are moving into the sheriff's office, because that was about the time I mentioned on the clock as you passed.
I think hold off on starting there for a sec. I think we should try something else.
Yeah, because you guys could get past this in the world's your oyster. You know what I mean? If you kill Roswell, fuck yeah,
Yo.
we move on. Whatever that is.
I don't know that we have enough firepower to kill Roswell.
I don't think.
I tried, and we did.
Can
not
I do
get
an
anywhere close.
Can I try an
Can I-
Arcana check on Roswell?
Yeah.
We already did that in the cell last time.
Yeah, we did
Okay.
this last time. I think.
Okay. I don't think so.
No, we did. I'm pretty sure we did all this.
Because Tim
Either
was
way.
like, "Oh,
Give me
Yep,
an arc.
either
Just
way,
you
I'll
can just
do it.
give me
I'm
that.
not-
Either
check.
way, it
All's
doesn't
good.
matter. It's a nat 1, -1.
Oh,
Zero.
I also forgot I have one inspiration because I literally tried to 1v1 Roswell.
You did.
Yeah.
You did. For the sheer cojones.
You
I'll
were
give
determined.
the inspiration.
No, I was just determined to not sit in a jail cell for something I didn't do. That was
I love it.
And if
I
I
love
was
it.
right in
You're
line,
being-
I would have accepted it.
with him
Okay.
being a stubborn dwarf. Although we did just find out that Cassidy's a woman, so I mean, you might want to go into that jail cell, Mr.
That's
Ladies Man.
true.
No, I don't. I don't think
I
I want to be in that
scared
jail cell again.
myself
That was
with my
bad time.
description of Roswell getting mad, so I gave you inspiration because you still shot a lightning beam off at Roswell afterwards. So, good job.
All right, for S&Gs, out of game for a second. Just when this whole thing is over, I would love just to see all of us fire our most powerful spell and just roll the dynamics of it off stream one day against Roswell,
Yeah,
just to see. What
You
would
mean when
happen.
we're like fully leveled up and stuff?
I mean,
No,
you can
just
just
right,
take
like-
a loop on that. You know what I mean? Like, so far, well, as far as you're aware, like, this is a looped situation. So at noon, this is going to reset. So you can take a loop on that if you want.
But we
But-
don't know how many loops we have.
Yeah.
That's
All
true.
we know is how long they last for. I can guarantee you there's probably a finite number of loops.
If you
So-
want to fight Roswell at any point, you'll have to do it in fiction.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, like we don't have time to waste trying to kill him. Like
No,
we
we
have to figure out what we need to get from him. God, my camera is really lagging. Hold on.
It is. It's strange.
But 9d8 of necrotic damage sounds amazing.
We could do it this loop because it's only our second loop that we know of. So.
Yeah, let's burn one of the first ones. Who knows?
No, okay.
It'd be-
I'm with Tim. We're not gonna fight big giant clay man that pretty much. Yeah. Okay. I don't feel like being plastered up against the wall again and being submissive to him. I'm not a good sub.
It may be your Discord connection and not your camera
How's your
specifically.
Wi-Fi connection on here? Toxic.
I'm hardwired into my router. I'm looking at it right now.
I mean,
Um,
your vocals
let me try
are
to rejoin the
perfect.
call.
They aren't. Yeah.
Okay.
Do that.
I'll be right back.
Mm. So,
sure you all don't want to?
Mr. Yi,
Yes.
do you have a pretty powerful spell with your respec abilities a bit?
No, I don't know what it is.
No, it's me. I need a long rest. I use both spells on the the guys.
On the
On the
purple
worms?
worms? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't.
I thought we woke up and we got a long rest.
No,
You
No,
woke
it's
up
not
no,
long
at
it
the
rest.
counts.
point in which you
It only
entered the
counts
bubble.
as. It only counts
It took us
as we
to
came
right
in here.
after fighting the worms.
Yeah, as
Oh.
soon as we got in here.
Which for you, I
Okay.
think, Tim, you only burned 1/3 level spell slot
Yeah.
or something like that.
You only burned
Yeah.
one spell slot.
I didn't burn any.
And apparently
I
you
can't
burned
do
all of
damage
them.
without doing spells. Must be nice.
I can do
Like-
stealth. I can do a good sneak attack damage if I can get out
That's
there.
true. You do still have your thievery.
So, I guess how do we want to play this? We probably still
Well-
are going to have to tell Roswell why we're here. I don't think
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a way
Alright.
around that.
So I say we just go with the truth on this one. Just tell him.
We
Like,
did that
not
last time.
everything. No, we didn't.
We
We
literally
did try
did.
to lie.
I thought we told
No,
him
we
the
did
truth.
try. No, we tried
No.
lying.
We didn't.
No,
and
you
then
you
that's
held
why
your
he did
cards
it.
close to your chest. Just because you guys I mean, you guys feel like in general, and as you should, the director has told you to keep your cards close to your chest, but you are generally secretive when you're out and about what you're doing.
Yeah, because
So,
of the red robe.
I'm wondering if we can get away with telling him why we're there, but not. Oh my god, this is
I-
driving me crazy. This
I don't
camera
think
thing
we'd be
sucks
able
right now.
to. Oh, I don't think we'll be able to because the statue. I don't.
Is your camera
That's there.
possibly being taken also by OBS? Like trying to be taken in multiple ways?
I actually I deactivated it, I think. Hold
Okay.
on.
Okay.
Only because my only other solution, which is not ideal, would be restarting your computer.
Yeah. Yeah,
As
it's
a
deactivated and it's
guy.
hidden.
Yeah, okay. It should. I mean, you
So-
should be good then. I mean,
It should
but you could also just try unplugging and plugging back in your camera specifically.
Yeah, hold on. I'll try to do that really quick. Apologies, everybody. This is
All
not
good.
normal in my stream.
It is not. That's why I keep
This
making
is-
faces because it's weird.
But the issue is, it'd be hard to do that because of the red robes. With them.
Better? I think it's better.
Seems to be for now.
Perfect.
Try-
All right.
Okay. So
Much
my
better.
vote is to tell him, just to be like, hey, we were sent here to help this city.
Which we told him, I think.
No, we didn't even tell him.
No,
were here to
we
help.
never mentioned it.
I thought
he kept
I
asking
could
us
have
how we
Knows
got
what you
through
told him
there.
last time.
I could have swore. I could have swore.
We
told him
just said we were
that
new to town, and
we
he asked.
that we were hunting for the magical artifact, or we were trying to get
Nope.
whatever was causing the bubble.
No,
And then he said we had to go to the sheriff's office.
you actually.
And
He's
we-
right. You did say
we
that.
Insisted,
Yeah, we did
I-
mention it.
We absolutely said we were
Yeah,
sent
no.
to help get rid of the bubble that's causing you guys problems.
That
And
is
he
what
got
you
Yeah.
said.
Incredibly defensive.
No,
and
he
asked
said
us-
he said that the bubble keeps them safe from anything in the outside world, and then just said, if you guys want, it's not his call to make. He will, if you just wait
Yeah.
for Sheriff Isaac. Sheriff Isaac.
Now,
can make
I said
the
we wait
decision.
for Sheriff Isaac.
He did ask us who sent us, and we did say that it was classified. And then we started to get in an argument. And then he brought us to, he said, well, you're going to have to wait for the sheriff if you want to have a discussion. And then we went to the sheriff's office, and then we tried to break into the thing, and then he caught us, and then the
Yeah.
the shit went off the rails.
All the stuff we know.
That's pretty much what happened. And then we escaped jail. I helped us escape, I think, with the acid spray and whatever.
You did, yes.
And then we escaped. And then when the loop ended, we were trying to get away from him before he came back. And we went into the church. And then we were investigating the church. And then the paper happened. And then the church crumbled. And then we all died from cave-in. And then we woke up and now we're here again. I don't know if we should try to not tell him that we work for the Bureau of Balance. I feel like the ramifications for us as a group, like just outing that, are not going to end well for us.
He would vote no on that
however,
anyway.
We can, but I just feel like if we do that now, we've made it this far without having to break that. And I don't think now's the time to do it.
And then going back to what Yi said, there's words above the arch in the pathway that says by their sacrifice our home is made safe. So I'm assuming that refers with the statue to the little girl, June, and the guy Jack. They sacrificed themselves to what I'm assuming would be the robed figure.
I think one of them is the mayor with his daughter, actually, and they're saying, hey, with these guys, our house is made safe.
I don't think anything about a mayor was mentioned.
Yeah, that's what the house is in front of the main area. Isn't that what he said it was?
No, there's the Elder's Manor.
The Elder?
Yeah, Elder is pretty much like a mayor.
Let me pull up. So, no, an elder doesn't have to be a mayor.
And keep in mind, we can't see past number 9, so we don't know about the witch hut, the cave, the stone fruit farm, or the quarry.
Yeah,
would we have seen that while running over to the church, the ruined church?
No. I think that Buddha's right in that you guys don't know necessarily, like your characters don't know that those places exist.
Okay. Well, I just wasn't sure with us running past, if looking behind us, trying to see if anybody's following us. Would we have
no, it's mostly wooded, so you're like moving through the woods with it's an open enough path, but it's mostly wooded.
Okay, it's a wooded area.
It looks like there's literally a forest between us and the farm. So like we wouldn't, other than from looking at the map, we wouldn't know it exists.
Correct.
Unless we were to spend a loop going through the forest to try to figure out. I do think that there's maybe more to find in the church. But I also think we probably should get to the town elder. To like I would rather talk to, I think, the town elder versus the sheriff. I think the town elder might get us a lot.
Right. How are we gonna get there though without being suspected within an hour?
I don't know that it's a suspected thing. I think we're just gonna have to talk to Roswell, but instead of trying to outright lie to Roswell, I think we're going to have to find a scenario in which we can tell him the whole truth or part of the truth, but not the whole truth.
So help us God.
To maintain our cover, right? Like I think what we need to do is we need to try to find a way to get him to understand that we're there to help without making it feel like he needs to pry on like who sent us. I don't know why I don't feel great about who sent us and like letting him know that, but I wouldn't
let him know who sent us.
That's going to be really, really dangerous for us long term if we do that, because we don't even know if he's a good dude. We just know we pissed him off and he's really powerful. He could be an evil dude, and that could be really bad for us.
Okay. What are we going to say to him?
Tim's plan. Tim leads the way.
Alrighty, Tim.
So
are you guys all?
1, 2, 3, go team!
Oh, all done with the the huddle.
Yeah, we're really sorry about
Good.
that.
No, that's fine. It's pretty normal for the way that people like to enter places that they're not allowed to not allowed to enter.
Why wouldn't we be allowed to enter?
I'm saying M is saying not allowed. Not. I messed up when I said that.
The DM is
that
saying
they're-
we're not allowed
yes.
to enter. Roswell isn't.
Yes. Correct.
Sir, can you
Anyway,
roll for a
interesting
persuasion
huddle.
check on that?
So, my name is Tim. I don't think we've been formally introduced. My name is Tim.
No, certainly not. I'm Roswell. Oh, you already know that. May I ask
I
how you
guessed
know
it
my
right.
name?
No, my counterpart.
Can I get 5 gold pieces? I guessed his name right.
My counterpart.
Give me a deception
Korik
check.
over here. My counterpart Korik over here, and Tim points to Korik. I don't know what he did there. I'm very sorry that he attempted to guess your name and he guessed it properly. But
What's that
normally
deception
we
check?
would
Sorry.
introduce
I'm
ourselves
sorry. He
Next
guessed
guess was
with me.
Bartholomew.
to a group. And then my other compatriot, and he points over to Yi. This is Yi.
Hello.
And yes, we are actually trying to figure out how we got here as well. And I don't want to deceive him, but I want to tell him as much truth as I can about the situation without like explaining anything about like who we work for. So
Okay, really quick before you
in-
do that, I want to hear
Yeah.
what Korik's deception check was, just to know how he feels moving forward.
Oh god, this is gonna be bad.
Wait, why are you rolling a deception check? What are you trying to do?
Yes.
11.
Okay. I'll give you advantage. Roll one more time because of Tim's explanation going on at the same time.
$18. Wait, no, that was a nat 20 minus 2.
Okay. Well, sounds good. Let's hear what truth do you tell him? You're not trying to deceive him. What do you tell him?
So I'm trying to think about how we ended up before this.
It's
So-
interesting. No one's really made it into the bubble in quite some time. How did you find yourself in this area?
Yeah,
We're kind of in the
I think I
remote
would-
desert here.
Yeah, I know. I think I would just explain to him that our group our group is responsible for trying to obtain magical artifacts, right?
Hmm.
And even though the bubble keeps you guys safe, it could potentially be causing you and your town more harm by having this bubble up. And we're here to help
I don't know
take
about that.
artifact away.
I'd say that our town's pretty safe with the bubble up because, well, we know everyone here and no one's really causing trouble. And we haven't really had trouble here in quite some time. And I don't know. Things are going well here. So I think the bubble has been, by their sacrifice, our home is made safe. The bubble's been pretty good so far. I don't know how this could be dangerous for us. Can I ask who sent you? How do you know about how do you know about us?
Again, I can only tell you that we are trying to obtain magical artifacts that cause a lot of trouble to safely get rid of them, as they're not natural to this land or safe to use.
Well, I was put in charge of protecting this town, and I think, Sheriff Isaac, he really knows what's going on more than me. I think if you guys want, I can walk you in. We can head to the sheriff's office and wait for Sheriff Isaac to come back, and he can shore up this whole matter. I'm certain he'll know what you're talking about.
Can we talk to your town elder instead?
Oh, Jack. Yeah. Uh, Jack died. Just real recently, and
Oh no, I'm so sorry. What happened?
What happened to Jack?
he fell into to the mine shafts. It's real deep down there. Fell down deep. That's what I was told.
That's what you were told? So you never did you see a body? Were you
Me?
there?
Oh, no. I was sort of born maybe just after that. I I don't know. That was before I was here anyway.
Mr. Roswell, how old are you?
Huh? I guess about a year, ever since the bubble went up. About a year.
Isn't he a
Wow.
man?
He's a construct.
He's a
No,
construct?
he's made of clay. He's made of the red earth around you.
Interesting. Oh, that's right.
Oh, hold on, time out. Question outside of the game. Just question for DM. I have to bring up my spec sheet. Hold on. Do. All right, so if he's made up from the from the ground, right? My invasive weeds
The
and
same
my
structure.
Can we
Oh,
just
my
not
God.
try to kill him? He's gonna
no,
smoke
no,
us,
no,
dude.
no, my Blightwood affinity.
He is
Like,
he's
I'm not
going
trying to
smoke
kill him.
us.
I'm wondering if I can control him with my wild shape. By him being the ground, I can control thorns coming up from the ground and vines and shit.
He is
Can I could
by
I
that
theoretically control him?
I don't I think that you can play. There's a space to play in here for sure with like some hefty rolls. I think it's going to be a little
Okay.
harder than you think right now
Oh,
because
I was thinking it was impossible. So
he's made from the same. Only because I'm not one to ever say no. Well, as much as possible. He's made from the same material as the earth around you, which has been this red clay, red clay chasms,
Okay.
red clay earth. He is like a
Dumb
red
and Dumber,
clay
you're telling me there's a
golem.
chance. Got it.
Yeah, he's a red clay golem as far as you're aware, with armor on.
So pretty much you'd have to overwrite the current magic
No.
controlling him.
So I would like to make a persuasion check because I don't feel like he's
Yes.
telling me the truth. I don't. Like I feel like
Okay.
he knows more about the elder dying than he's letting on. And so I would like to persuade him to try to tell more of the truth.
Let's hear what you make a roll and then tell me what you say, because it's all about what you say also. how
Yeah.
he'll respond.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay.
Actually, 21.
Okay. And what do you say?
I say no, really. What happened to the elder? I don't believe you. The story just doesn't add up to me. If you're in charge of protecting the town, or semi in charge of protecting the
Sheriff
town,
Isaac put me in charge. He points to his badge.
well, then you would know what happened to the town elder.
Well, no, because I wasn't here for that.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
Right. No, yeah. So the story that Sheriff Isaac told me was that they were down in the mines together and that the elder tripped and fell into mine shaft B. Yeah, that's like when the bubble came, and that's when well, I don't know. I've been around since then, so I imagine that's when I came. I've been around since about then. But I wasn't here for then, so I don't know.
So the bubble just appeared after your town elder died?
That's what I was told.
And all of this started from the mine.
Well, I don't know.
He died in the mine, and then the bubble appeared.
That's a good thing to put together, but maybe I don't know. We've looked around in the mines since then. Sheriff Isaacs has done a really good comb over and has not really found anything down there.
Has anyone ever gone with Sheriff Isaac down there?
Has anybody ever gone with him down there?
No.
That's
Why
also
would they?
suspicious to me.
Why would that be suspicious?
Well, since the elder is no longer here, Mr. Roswell, sir, how long would it take for us to have a meeting with Sheriff Isaac?
Oh, well, he went to do some more digging around in the mines, looking to see if he could find any more, I guess, people down there after the explosion recently.
Could you escort
yeah,
us to the mines?
to the mines. I think I could do that. I don't see why not. Get you to Sheriff Isaac before Sheriff Isaac gets here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, right this way, guys. And Roswell leads you into the main thoroughfare of town. As you folks are walking down the main thoroughfare of town, you're about, let's see, let me read over this town and exactly where things are. Yeah, you guys pass the entrance to the town. You pass by a small general store on your left, Helpington's, and as you pass by on your right, there is a saloon of sorts called the Davy Lamp. You hear a bang and a crash from inside, and out come flying two of these purple kerchief folks that you recognize from coming around the Elder's Manor last loop. They come flying out of the saloon doors and in a heap at your feet, and Roswell immediately draws their halberd. And at the door of the saloon is a woman. Give me 1 second to get her name so that I can move forward.
I already feel like this is going better than last loop.
Names of
Oh,
the
yeah.
people. She's a dark
better.
elf woman standing there. She's holding a wand that is smoking at the tip. And she's like, "Now you stay out here." And the two purple kerchiefed folks stand up and they brush each other off. One of them has like a broken pinky. His pinky's like way out to the left. He cracks it back into place. And they look around, seeing Roswell. They look like they're about to start something, but they see Roswell with the halberd. And they go running off. And the woman at the door says, "Oh, Roswell, I got it taken care of. Don't you worry about it." Roswell says, "Okay, if you're sure. I'm escorting these strangers over to meet the sheriff in the mines." She said, "Strangers? We don't get strangers here." And Roswell says, I know."
In Elvish, I look at the lady in the saloon, and I just kind of I say, "Hello, ma'am."
She responds in Elvish, "Nice to meet you. My name's Ren."
Continuing in Elvish, I said,
Great. Now none of us know her name.
I'll say it back to you guys. I'll let you guys know. I'll say, "My name is Korik, and these are my companions. Please let us know if we can be of any service. But we have to follow Mr. Roswell now."
She says, "Welcome to town. If you guys need a place to grab a drink, feel free to come on in the Davy Lamp." She says in Elvish. And
She must be the tavern keep.
Roswell brings you guys down the main thoroughfare. Those two purple kerchief guys run off down the main thoroughfare and back, like seemingly running around the Elder's Manor. Roswell,
as we're walking, I would like to ask Roswell who those people might be, because I don't know that we got to this point last time, or we even noticed them getting kicked out of the pub.
So
I would just say,
get
like,
kicked out of the pub last time. We saw them come from the right side of the town and rob the bank.
Got it. So I would still, I think, want to ask him, like, who are they? Like, do you guys have have you had a problem in the past with this group, or is this new to you?
Local ne'er-do-wells, you know, people get restless in the bubble sometimes. People like to cause trouble. So I don't know that I would call them a problem. Just a couple people. I don't even know that the purple kerchiefs are a good enough way to identify them. Just a couple folks, probably from the farm up north.
Check. I'm gonna make another persuasion check.
We'll make it and then tell me
the
what.
truth again.
Okay. You can give an insight check to see how people are feeling.
What?
You can give an insight check to see if people are telling you the truth or nay.
Well, I was gonna persuade him to try to give me more information.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm gonna try this one a little bit different because, and I'm not gonna try to be aggressive, but I'm just gonna say, trust is a two-way street. We've been as truthful as we can be with you. We really do want to help your town, if we can. And all that we would ask in return is that you're more truthful with us. Who are those mysterious people? And have you had other problems with them before?
Well,
again,
one,
in the most, I'm trying to be as respectful as I can, but just press for like a little bit more.
One, our town is not in any trouble necessarily. It doesn't. We've been living in this situation for quite some time, and we'll continue to live in it for quite some more time. The ne'er-do-wells are just local ruffians. I don't understand. Like, they're not a big deal. They caused a problem in the bar, and Ren kicked them out. I don't understand. She said I didn't need to press them, so I let him go. It does. And if I pressed every situation, then I'd be a busy man. But Golem, I don't know, whatever I am, I'd be busy. But I'm not. She told me all's well, that she took care of it, so I let him go.
All right, now I think I want to make an insight check to see if he's telling the truth.
Okay.
It's not going to be as good as my persuasion, but 12. I don't have any bonuses to insight, so
I mean, Roswell seems earnest in that they are telling you what they know.
Okay.
I'll also say that
right.
you don't Roswell doesn't really have any reason to hide things from you at the moment.
No, I know. I just there's just things in my head from interpreting what he's telling me that don't add up. So
yeah, I mean,
would
it's
rather
also for a steel fact or a bronze fact at least that in the center of town is a red robe statue. So it makes sense that there's misplaced trust here or distrust here.
Right.
Yep.
So I just kind of say, okay, thank you for being transparent. And then I kind of, I guess we keep walking.
Well, of course.
Or I keep walking, or
yeah, right this way. And Roswell leads you through the thoroughfare of town. Not much else occurs while you're moving through this thoroughfare. You take a right in front of the Elder's Manor. Korik, remembering that you have a monstrously high natural perception, I'm just going to attempt to weave that into the story here and there. And you can notify your partners, because every time I say something like, Korik, your monstrously high perception, blah, 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 this is something that Korik knows that your party doesn't. So you can notify them however you want, but this is you.
Yeah.
This Elder's Manor, as you guys pass by it, is disused. All the lights are off. And you swear you could even see just like a little bit of dust in the window panes. You know what I mean? Disused enough that you can tell from the outside that it probably hasn't been entered in some time.
I'm assuming that Tim is almost walking side by side ish with Roswell, and Yi and myself are a little bit far behind, so I kind of nudge Yi in what used to be his right wing, because it wasn't his right hand that became the tentacle.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm on his left, so I kind of nudge him in his tentacle and slowly just kind of lean in and whisper over, and kind of with my eyes let him lead over to the manor. I said, I know I told you no stealing, but I think we do need to check that place out. Since the elder's no longer here, there's a lot of, it looks abandoned.
How abandoned we looking? Are we talking like 5 days? Are we talking a year? Because I'm guessing. Well, the thing.
Give me a perception check, Yi, now that you're brought in on the conversation, as you guys are.
Well,
you guys are probably...
I'm asking Korik himself,
okay,
Tim,
okay.
because
I'm saying it looks at least not used for a number of months.
Because I feel like Yi would know like a little bit better of how long something hasn't been used due to a stealing base.
Also, to update you guys, as you're crossing through this town square, it is like 11, 16, 17.
That's
Like
what I was
those
gonna
guys
ask
get
next,
kicked
was
out of
gonna
the
be
bar
like,
at. You guys now know those
Okay.
guys get kicked out of the bar at 11:15.
Okay.
So what were you asking him for? Perception on insight or
Perception
perception?
check for
Perception
you.
on what you could see about the manor.
Okay.
And I'll give you
I-
advantage because I agree that you know.
That's
your
a nat
eyes
one.
know.
Good thing I have advantage. That's a 9. Would my Eye of Robes come into this? Because that gives me advantage
Oh.
also on perception
Well, that
checks.
is the advantage. No, because you can't have double advantage,
No.
unfortunately. Unless, like, the only way to have double advantage in the game of League of Legends is the lucky feat or the lucky egg that Korik has.
True, you haven't used that this turn. You have
I'm
still
not
2
wasting
tries
it on
on
you.
it.
Perception check.
No, I
I'm
figured
waiting
you
until
wouldn't.
we have
I
like
know.
a death saving roll or something like that.
I mean, it
Yeah.
looks unused, Yi. It doesn't look like
Okay.
anyone has come to or like in or out of this manor in a number of months, like Korik has said.
Hmm.
At least a number of months, right?
Okay. Okay. Interesting. We'll
As
definitely
you
have
guys
to
pass the
hit-
edge of the manor, would you like to do anything with that info? Would you like to break off and do anything, or do you want to?
No,
want to
I want to
continue
follow.
down?
No.
No,
Roswell.
we need to go to the mine.
Yeah, I want
Okay.
to go to the
Yeah.
mine. I want to follow them. I was
We'll-
just bringing it
we'll
to his
hit that.
attention.
We'll definitely hit that next cycle.
We
Somehow.
can't waste time on loops. Like we're gonna have to just glean as much as we can as we're going to our destination and get to our destination with as much time as possible.
Yep.
We
You
only have
folks
an hour, so
get to the edge of the quarry and start heading down into the quarry. This trail is bush lined by general scrub bushes. At the end of the first corner, that first like bend around this, you guys are going at like a steady decline down and curling back and down and curling back and down. You're going down to the bottom of this quarry, which is where the giant mine entrance lies at the bottom of the quarry. There are lots of groupings of bushes as you guys curl around that first bend and you get to the bottom of where that like little square is before the last like little drop off. There's a number of bushes in Korik. You actually notice some crates pushed back up and hidden by the bushes as your party goes by them.
Oh, we're 100% looking at those. I want to do a. I guess would it be another perception check to look at it, or just straight up go look at the boxes?
Investigation check.
Whoa! How many lucky eggs do I get to
Ooh.
use?
You get 2 per long rest.
Lucky eggs?
You also have your coin.
I
Don't
think it's
forget,
2
you
per
get
day.
your 1 heads or tails coin per day.
Which, as you guys would know at this point, is per loop too, because you only have an hour. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna force a reroll on that. I don't know why, but these crates intrigue me. Fuck, 13.
That's better than a 7.
13.
It is much better than a 7.
There are a couple shovels. They are dirt, dirt speckled. They've used shovels, is that description. In the crates, as you crack it open, there's various mining equipments. There's a couple pickaxes, or I don't remember what that one type of mining tool is called, but it's instead of both ends being pointed like a pickaxe, the other end is flat.
It's like the flat end, yeah, like a hoe.
Yeah, something like
A
that.
halberd?
No. It's essentially it's a miner's pickaxe.
Yeah, it has its own specific name, but doesn't matter because it's just another kind of mining equipment, right? There's also a bundle of these little. They're it's very clear that they're explosives. They're like bundles of gunpowder balls.
It's just called a miner pick,
wrapped.
from what I find.
Okay, they're bundles of little gunpowder all wrapped and wound together, and you can tell that this is like probably like a form of dynamite for the mine, but like very explosive.
I'd like to do a.
It's like the size of a football. This bundle of gunpowder.
I would like to. Hey, Yi. I just kind of look at
Yo.
Yi,
Yo.
and I look at those, and like I kind of give you the eyes since you have the better hands. I want to,
Yeah.
and like I make like
Oh.
like I just kind of take my hands and kind of like push them together, like to make it seem like my hand's going into the other hand to try to get him to. Oh, I don't want to tell him what I'm thinking right now, but I want him to pick up what I'm thinking. Uh,
Are you standing near the crates?
I am. I went and opened a crate.
Okay. Ye will then kind of understand what you're doing. What is going on with
Well, at this
Tim
point, if
and
the two of you have
our
stopped,
friend right now?
Roswell says like, what'd you find?
Oh,
I'll just be honest with Roswell then. I'm just gonna say, well, if we're gonna be heading into the mines, I saw these crates behind these bushes and thought it might be, in case we get into trouble down there, would you mind if I borrowed one of these pickaxes, one of these miners' picks, in case we need to help dig ourselves out?
No, of course. I think that's a great idea, just to be prepared going down into the mines. Must be Cassidy's. Weird. I don't know why Cassidy would have a stash outside of the mine. Okay. Yeah, you can absolutely take a pic. I don't care.
A
Let's
Matic.
go.
Okay.
A Matic.
I
Yes, that
whispered.
is exactly what it's called.
Okay. I whisper to Yi, and I just say, dynamite shared pouch.
Ye will kind of pick up on that, and while I'm going around trying to grab a pickaxe, can he try to sleight of hand the dynamite into his pouch?
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand check. And also, what's your passive perception, Tim and Yi?
Passive.
My passive perception is
perception,
garbage.
10.
It's like 13.
Yeah, I have a 10. My best is my wisdom insight, which is an 18.
Tim, you notice a mound of earth that has been disturbed, not like just now, but like it's like a mound of earth is covering up something next
I was
to
a
this crate.
25 for you, Em.
25. Sleight of hand, you slide it right into your little pouch and no one seems to notice.
So I noticed like some earth was being disturbed.
Yeah, a little
like,
mound of earth that has been disturbed in the path. It looks like it's covering something up. I mean, there's shovels leaning up against the crate. It's wide-ish, like enough to fill up a square on a map, like probably a 3-foot round little patch of earth that looks like was re-put in this spot. You know what I mean?
Debating if I want to like ask Roswell about it, or if I want to mark it down for maybe another loop. But I don't know how we would get another shot.
We would have to figure out a way to sneak past Roswell to get back here.
God, it was hard to even get past him to escape.
The only way we could is either with my candle and Buddha casting pass without a trace.
Yeah. I mean, what do you guys? I mean, I guess if we screw it up, like we'll have another loop.
We're still in the early section. So
all right, so hear me out. M did say that if we got to a certain point that we wanted to start the loop over, then at that point we could start it at a point and it would be like 16 17 minutes gone. So we could start it to the point where we go down here and we find the bushes.
By that I mean that every time you die, you can pick a point in a loop that you're pleased with. We can go backwards.
Yeah,
you can go
we'd
forwards,
start at
you
the
can
time
find a
where
point.
we would restart.
Yeah.
So like you could even say at the end of this loop, like we want to go back to the temple at the end of the first loop. I know we have 20 minutes. We want to dig around. You know what I mean? Like that. We could do that even. But like, yeah, you
So
gotta
I
go
say
through this loop until it's over.
The dirt.
Yeah, the dirt would be good.
Well, are we going to ask him then? Like,
yeah, we bring it to his attention. We're like, hey, Mr. Roswell, what do you think about this? Like,
what happened over there? I'll just say it. We've got pretty high persuasion and perception.
We'll be like, hey, Roswell, you seem to know what goes on around here. What happened over there?
I don't. To disturb dirt. It looks like something that someone dug. Something. I don't. It doesn't particularly matter at the moment. I think that we're trying to get down to Sheriff Isaac in the mines, right?
Well, you had mentioned that this might be
It could
someone
be
named
Survivor.
Cassidy's. I don't know who Cassidy is, but what if they buried something that needs to be unburied,
Well,
or
then
looked at?
we'll come back and check it out later once Sheriff Isaac has given you guys the go ahead. You can dig it up now if you want, but I'm going down into the mines if you want to follow me. I at least know where Sheriff Isaac might be if you don't want to get lost down there.
Can you give us
But
3 minutes to dig it up?
please dig. And Roswell
Okay.
walks a few feet away and stands and watches you.
Tim, are you digging?
Who digs?
Do I have to dig? I didn't think know that I was digging. I can
I'd like
dig,
to
I
cast-
guess. Oh, because I'm a
I'd like-
dwarf, I have to dig?
And I dig.
Elves can't dig too?
I'm the healer. If it's dynamite, someone has to resurrect you.
Racist healer.
Can I cast Detect Magic?
That's a smart move.
You're in a big bubble of magic?
Yeah,
Thanks.
maybe that was not a
do
smart
I
move.
do I sense anything specifically from that dirt, or it's like it
You don't sense any magic in the dirt.
overwhelmingly good?
It looks like it would go very good in a jar. All right. I will go and I'll go and
Does anybody have a jar of dirt?
I'll just quickly go and I guess gently dig it up. Or try to
I
dig
might
it
have
up.
something for this. Backpack.
I don't want to use like mage hand and then like get us into trouble.
No,
Like,
that's fair.
because your magic.
Well, I could sleight of
Because-
hand it and do it easier if we need be.
Because you used the modifier word gently dig it up, I'm going to give you I'm going to give you all advantage on a dexterity saving throw because while you
heck
guys
yeah.
are rolling that, I'll explain why. Tim goes to dig it up. He did say gently, so
18.
he's softly scraping up
Nice.
this earth with the shovel. When
That's
he
7, not 8.
presses
16.
down and hears a click
Fif-
and moves the dirt to
12.
the side and sees another one of these football-shaped mines buried next to this.
That is an
thing.
8, so 12.
I rolled a 16. I hope I'm okay. I feel like that's pretty high.
I used my lucky egg, elite reroll.
11.
Oh, you're
The
dead.
dice do not like me. It doesn't matter. I take half damage on a fail, and on a success, I take none.
Should have told me that before I used my lucky egg.
No, it's still good. Oh wait, no, never mind. Well, it's fine. Hold on, I'm trying
12
to do
is my
some math.
highest roll. Does the egg force you to take the new roll?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
whatever.
It's a reroll. It's not an advantage. It's a reroll.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Everyone, because everyone's taking half damage, the 2 successes and the 1 failure, take 26 points of damage as this explosion goes off. It's not just the mine that you step on, right? There's a minor chain reaction between the mine you step on. No, because you put it in the pouch, you still take that much damage. The explosion goes off and is massive, but you guys at least dove. You guys are blown into the pit. So some of that was explosion damage, some of that was falling damage, but you guys
I'd
are
like
down
to,
now in
on
the
the
bottom of
explosion
the,
M, since it
yeah.
did damage to me and I could see it, I'm gonna uncanny dodge it as a reaction and make that halved.
No, sorry, because you failed, that would have been that I included your uncanny dodge in that halving.
No, uncanny dodge. No, it's a different thing, both of them.
Oh. Okay.
The evasion. Evasion lets me take half on a failed, and then uncanny dodge. When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the attack's damage against you.
I will accept it. It is not an attacker, but I will accept it.
Okay. So that would be 13 instead.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just a buried mine. Roswell sits up and says, "Oh, I'm gonna have a talk with Cassidy," and pulls itself out of a little heap of rubble, and
Ooh.
says, "But Cassidy is safe in the. Are you guys okay? You guys fine?"
Oh man, that's smart. Do you have anything that could help us feel a little bit better?
No, I do back in the sheriff's office. If you guys want to go back up there, but Sheriff
No,
Isaac
well,
shared in the
we're
mine.
almost there.
After we
Keep
find
going.
Sheriff Isaac, we can maybe go back.
Yeah.
Let's keep pushing on.
Okay. And you guys move in to the mine.
As we're walking, can I drink one of my potions?
Yeah, 100%.
All right.
Give me a few moments. Let me dig around really quick to make sure.
Oh, I get back 3 points.
Yeah, that's not bad. By the way, what is y'all's health at?
It got me to 40.
I'm at 53 still.
53.
The
40,
entrance
48.
of the mine is open. There's a small path that leads down and into the mine. As you guys begin walking down, you enter into a large break room. There are tables and chairs. On the opposite side of the room is a giant metal door. It is. See, there's a number of things around the room. There is a giant ice box. There's some sinks. There is a big wall, like where you find those time card punch-ins. You know, like a whole line of them going up the wall for all the mine time cards. And there are on the right wall next to this. The door on the other side, large metal door, is clearly like an elevator door. Next to them on the wall, kind of perpendicular to that wall, is 26 lockers, 2 rows of 13, kind of like high school lockers. You know what I mean?
Are they? Do they have locks on them?
They are all closed. They all have a. They actually don't. They don't have locks on them. Yeah, each locker has a name on it. Yeah.
I would like to look around the room to see if I recognize any of the names on the locker plates.
Yeah, with your perception check, you I want to see if they had the cojones enough to include the name of these lists, because I know what this name of list should be, but 26 names is a lot of names. They did not. That's okay. There are a few names you recognize. The names you recognize. Actually, there's only 2 names you recognize. They are Isaac and Cassidy.
So Cassidy works in the mine, apparently.
Yeah.
As far as you've been told, she's a miner anyway. Yeah.
Well, Cassidy's the one that's in the jail cell for getting yelled out about blowing up the church.
Yeah. But I don't know if we gleaned that she was a minor. I don't remember that we.
We did not know she was a minor.
We did not know she. So that's new. That's new information that we should probably notate.
I'm writing it down.
That Cassidy's a minor, right?
Well, I would figure she would be a minor if she got said she was in the mines, blowing things up with dynamite.
I also think that actually doesn't say Isaac, because you guys know an Isaac, and I will say that in the original, the only reason they used Isaac is because they couldn't come up with another name. So I'll say that name is, and it's now I'm trying to come up with another name. Island. ILLAN, Island.
Island, okay.
But you don't recognize that name. You don't know an island.
By time getting down here, how much time has passed, would you say, since we got in?
10 more minutes, so probably 25 minutes. It's probably about 11:25 now.
Okay.
So we have like 40 minutes left to.
Yeah, I just want to
Yeah.
make sure we keep track of time. So we.
Yeah, no, it's probably smart. So now that we're in here, are we gonna do anything with the nameplates? Or are we just gonna kind of mark that down for later and just
I
ask?
just marked it down.
Let-
I just want to, as we were passing, I just want to look at the names.
Okay,
Let's
so
mark
then
it down for now.
So then we probably, if I'm thinking, I would probably ask Roswell, like, okay, we've made it to the mine. Like, if the sheriff is here, like, where might he be? Right? Like,
Is there an
if
intercom
he's-
system or
is there
something
an
that we can
intercom
do to get a hold
system?
of him?
is there some way we can potentially get a hold of him in here, or?
Roswell looks very confused. Roswell's like looking around themselves, like I thought he would be here. This is the mine. This is where he would be, and I don't know.
Where
Roswell
did
looks
the
just
mine
very,
collapse?
Like, mine collapse. There was a big mine collapse. I don't know. Recently, not too long ago. Days kind of trailed together here in the bubble, but that's part of why Cassidy's in trouble. I don't know that Roswell would tell you that, just because I don't like. Why would they? It's like
Yeah.
I don't think
They
that Roswell would say that,
they
but-
only trust us still.
right,
Mr.
exactly,
Mr.
exactly.
Roswell,
Recently,
Is there a chance that he's further in the mine?
I guess so. I never really
Well,
thought
then
about
let's
the
press
mine
on.
going
We
further
have
than
a-
this.
We have some of the mining equipment. Let's go.
Yeah, it'll be right down that elevator. And as you guys look towards the elevator, there isn't. There is like a panel where the up down buttons would be, right? But that is tore off the wall. And those wires are running in like very obviously running into the lockers.
Oh.
I'd like to do an investigation of that, but
Mhm.
not disturbing anything.
Yeah.
Well, I'm investigating my toe. 9.
That's an elevator. Congrats.
The wires from the elevator are certainly definitely going into the side of these lockers. I'll say that. And the first name is Adam. Does that help?
What do the rest of the lockers say? And how many?
26 lockers, 2 rows of 13.
Okay.
Only because I don't want to read 26 names off.
Yeah, figure.
Yep, yeah.
But if you're looking
I would
directly
actually
at
like
it,
the name and spelling of every single one of them.
Yeah. Okay,
in
it'll be
multiple languages.
the first one is Adam. The second one is
The second one is-
Bertolt. The
Gosh,
third one is Cassidy.
I'm joking.
No. This is important.
No,
The
this
fourth
is
one
important still.
David.
Okay, hold on.
The-
Adam.
Bertolt. Cassidy. David. Enoch. Faram. Farram. Gertrude.
Here's some weird ass names, dude.
Hannah. Ivan. No, wait, I said Ilium.
Ilian, yeah.
Iliam.
Ilan.
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 That guy's
Island.
name that no one can pronounce in town, apparently. James. Kevin.
Yeah, weird name ton now, huh, Tim?
What's that?
Lilac.
Lilac.
Sure.
Yeah.
The spelling of the name doesn't particularly matter. Murdoch.
Yes.
Nova. Orion. Where was I at?
Orion.
Oh, yeah, Orion. Pauline. You get it now, don't you? Do I have to keep reading all the names?
No, you're good.
Oh, it's the alphabet.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
He was so fervently typing the names that he didn't realize what I was doing. I
Did you
only
not
asked to
realize it?
stop because Elite corrected me and said P, and I was like, okay, he gets the bit. I don't need to keep going.
Yeah, no. I start as
Dude,
soon
we
as you
literally
said.
should have let him. We should have let him keep going to Z,
Yeah.
so he could have done like. Now I know my ABCs. Just let him keep going.
Oh
Yes,
my
go on.
god, I'm like crying. Oh god.
Yeah,
Anyway,
no,
the-
Go on. Go on.
No,
Go on.
I started going after the letter D, trying to figure out if M would skip a letter. So I started doing the ABCs in my head while he
Yep,
was going
yep.
through it. I'm like, okay, this letter.
Me too. I finally lost it after Orion.
I love how long that took me to notice.
I was starting to get it. I got it by like.
All right. Big question though. How would you spell Bertolt?
BERTOLDT.
Okay, that was close.
Or would it be HOLDT? No, I'm just kidding.
The B is the only thing that matters.
Okay. All right.
B is the only thing that matters. But we clearly noticed that the wires are going from the elevator into these lockers.
Correct.
And that would be something to all of us that would probably be super peculiar.
Oh yeah.
So
how are we
I'm
going
not
to get
saying
into
anything.
Adam's locker?
I'm not saying anything to what's his name?
The Clay.
Roswell. I'm not saying
Roswell.
anything to Roswell, right?
We're all in the same room.
I just kind of, and everybody else has already noticed the wires, right?
Yeah.
Us three have, yes. We're not sure if
So,
Roswell is.
Is Roswell like looking at us? Is he like looking straight ahead? Like
Roswell is actually
where
just.
is he looking?
I think
Is he paying
just
attention?
like. I mean, we've been looking over the room for maybe 10-15 seconds. So since Roswell has exclaimed that they are confused, they are still just like confusedly looking around, as if they have gotten the condition confused. Except I'm not rolling for them because
does Adam's locker
condition confused.
Does Adam's locker look trapped, or does anyone's locker look trapped?
Wait, no. So this is what I want to do. Not knowing, right? Like, my character obviously wouldn't know that the rest of us noticed this, and I try to not metagame, right? So if Roswell is like not paying attention to us, I would try to use like some kind of sign language to like explain to Korik and Yi, like, did you notice all of the elevator wires going to these lockers? Because I don't want Roswell to know that I noticed this, right? And I also feel as if that is an incredibly important piece of where the sheriff might be, and it also would make Tim incredibly suspicious. So at this point, you know, I want to like quietly motion to them, like, you know, do you notice the wires in the locker and the, you know, the elevator, to like see if we can get some kind of sign language thing going to the point where they could just nod quietly without
give me,
you know,
a group sleight of hand check, which everyone makes a group of a sleight of hand check, and we need 2 of the 3 victories.
17.
I think I'll make it, but let's see. 12 and that 1. Wow, the dice.
Ignore the second D20. Just take the whichever roll you want. It's a 10 or a 12. Sleight of hand. It's a 11 or a 13.
I roll the best.
I accidentally rolled 2D20, so
I
don't
Roswell. Yeah, I mean Roswell just says, "Did you guys notice something?"
No.
Okay. Well, did you call the elevator?
Were we supposed to call the elevator?
Yeah, aren't we going down to see Sheriff Isaac? Isn't that the whole point of us coming here?
Can you call the elevator for us?
Huh? Yeah, Roswell walks over and says, no. Did you guys note? There's the wires
wrong,
running
Roswell?
into these lockers.
What's wrong?
The wires are running into these lockers? I don't,
Hey, Roswell, can you get us into Adam's locker, please?
Sure. And Roswell
I
opens
take
Adam's
like
locker.
3 or 4 steps back
He's
Uh,
gonna
Locker.
stand a
There-
little away from the elevator and locker.
there is a
Yeah, I'm gonna back
bright
up a little bit too.
light, a slight smell of singeing, and you wake up in the white space, and then you wake up outside of
That was
the
25
refuge.
minutes. Oh my
No.
god.
We heard singeing, meaning something exploded.
Yeah, it triggered something.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
you
so
There was-
guys died, and then I advanced time 35 minutes, so we wouldn't have to sit there for 35 minutes while you guys were
What?
dead.
What? We could have a 35-minute talk session of the dead ghost.
You can talk. You can talk all you want in the white
Push-
space.
No, I want to start back at the bottom of the fucking thing and go
Mhm.
back in there.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Roswell died from that though. I need
I
to know.
hate spending a second loop in the mine, but I think that's where we need to be.
But you
I-
didn't.
like, I
I
don't
mean, you
know
didn't
why.
get to the bottom of what you were after anyway. So
Correct.
So-
So Adam's locker is obviously booby trapped.
Do any of the other trap lockers look trapped?
We're not there yet, so we.
no, I mean, yeah, you guys start right back there, right?
I want to.
Unless you want to start somewhere
Guys,
else.
what if
I want to start before we dug up the fucking.
Mine.
Why? Why would we start there? The mine is obviously where we need to be.
No, but he's just saying start before you
Whiskey!
guys dug up the explosion
I
and
lost
hurt
like
yourself.
30 points of my health.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was less than
Yeah,
half
no, that's
health,
fair.
so I want to start before that and then not dig up the mine that exploded.
Yep, that'll save you
Okay,
guys like
fine.
5 minutes. So now you guys get down there at 11
Yeah.
20 into the room.
Fine.
Okay.
What about Chastity's locker?
Chastity?
She's we know who she we
Cassidy.
obviously knew who she was.
Cassidy. There's no
Whatever,
H.
Cassidy. What if we tried Cassidy's locker?
Why don't we check if any of them are trapped first so we don't end up
Yeah,
like
well,
that?
you're
Yeah.
rogue.
Okay, Rogue. Why don't you check if
I-
any of the lockers are
Gosh,
Yeah, start
I've
rolling.
been trying to. I've been trying to, but you guys don't need to stop and think of something else. I
That's
want
true.
to check Adam's locker. Damn, what do I need to roll? Insight or something?
Investigation.
Investigation, probably.
Okay, that's my worst one. Let's go.
And you're a rogue?
Hey, I work on stealth. I don't look. I just steal. That is a 11.
Yes, many of them are trapped. Actually, I will say that every locker is trapped. What you are able to get from this mechanism is that the lockers need to be opened in a specific order in order to command the door to do something.
Oh, we know
I
it's not
will
A to Z.
say, there are. Okay. Now that you guys are peeking more into this, you see next to the elevator, it's all smudged up and covered up by some stuff, but you move that stuff to the side, and that's the metal. There's like a metal slot on the wall, and there are 10. It looks like 10 little like panels next to that slot, tiny little like ovular panels next to that slot going down in a line. And that little slot looks like a time card punch.
Can I look at that a little bit more to see?
Oh no, sorry, the time card punch is at a very, very different part of this situation. I'm gonna apologize for talking about the time card
Okay,
punch.
so we
You have
now
the
know that
lockers.
the lockers need to be open in a certain order in order
Correct.
for the elevator to work.
Well, a door to open. We don't know.
Would
if
this
it's
be
sealed.
something that Roswell? Well, Roswell wouldn't know. He doesn't know that.
No. He was like
Um,
a year ago.
So
I would like to just look around the room
nope.
to see if there's anything that could. No, what do you want to do?
I have a question for the DM, but also kind of a question for Roswell. They're sheriffs, right? Would they have anything that might be able to like find fingerprints on the locker? Like if I explain to him that I have a theory that the way to get down might be opening these lockers in a specific combination, and then ask him if he has a way to detect or to see in what order the lockers were opened last.
Hold on, time out. I would like to put on my rose-tinted glasses to look at the lockers 1 hour ago in time.
But what if they weren't opened an hour ago?
Well, then,
It's worth a shot because the fingerprints ain't gonna tell us order. They will just say what lockers were opened.
I guess that's fair.
I put on my rose-tinted glasses.
Reed, do you have the item description for the rose-tinted glasses?
I think it lets them see what happened an hour in time.
You
Up to
also
an
think
hour
that I don't think
in the
there's any
past.
checks or rolls.
I think it just happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once per long rest.
What you see is hard. Okay, actually, what I need you to do is give me a perception check or investigation check, whichever one is higher for you. And normally I wouldn't need this, but I'll explain why I do need this in a second. This is cool. This is a cool thing.
10.
10?
Yeah, and it says once per day when I wear them, they show me the view 1 hour previously, and it lasts for 5 minutes.
You see so much. You see so much so fast. Like hundreds of people in here. Like hundreds of people in this room moving in and out of each other. Like, you know, in this moment that this many people couldn't have existed in this small break room at any one given time. There's just so many people, and they seem to be all moving sometimes in the same different like paths and motions, and it's very, very overwhelming. I'll say that you do note Cassidy in that crowd at some point. You note a lot of different miners. You note a very tall human with a hat. You note that tall human with a hat and another big burly man from the statue. You notice the big burly man from the statue. You notice the little girl from the statue at some point. You notice you only notice Roswell once. You notice Roswell one time, and it's only leaving the mine, never entering the mine. You notice, but at that time Roswell is not in their armor. They are in they're just like red clay, and they're being actually led out with an arm around their shoulder, and that is the tall burly man in the hat that we haven't named yet. I think those are the faces you recognize.
Named him Jack.
No. There's two. So there's two gentlemen that we haven't named. One is Jack. Jack has been down here. Jack and a bearded man with a hat came down. June followed them, it seems like, at some point. No one else from the town that you have seen has been down here, so the rest of the faces have no names. So there's just so many faces overlapping each other so fast. And after that 5 minutes, you have a little bit of a headache as you come out of it, but you did see all of that.
I kind of relay to them. Well, that was overwhelming. That's hard to process. I saw everything but nothing, and I think Roswell was made here in the mine.
I'll also give you one more thing. I like the sentence you're going down, so keep going down that, but I don't want to forget this, is that you'll notice it. You did notice at the very first the very last time that Isaac came down into this space, more recently, the first locker he opened was D. David.
I saw everything but nothing. It was so overwhelming, so many faces. I think Roswell must have been created here. I saw him without his armor leaving the mine with someone, and I saw I saw who I think must be Sheriff Isaac. I saw a badge on him, and he opened. I only saw him open one locker, but no, all the other lockers were closed, and he opened the one with the nameplate of David.
Interesting.
What's the motto on the statue again?
Oh,
I'm trying to
by
put-
their sacrifice, our
put-
home is made safe. Not a single D in the whole thing.
Do we know how many letters? I'm gonna take a wild guess here. What if the order the doors have to be open in is Spark? Spark of David. You open David first, like the creation of humans. The spark of it's like a famous painting. By their creation we are saved. Like the creation of, I don't know. It's just a thought I'm going off of here.
I don't
But
think
I guess you
so.
open D first, so I don't know.
Do we want to ask the giant guy to open D first?
I think you open it with sleight of hand, Mr. Rogie guy.
You can open it with Mage Hand, but I don't know what that would do for us.
It seems like
won't
you
do
guys
much,
all
'cause-
died anyway, so
Yeah. I guess, can I open with sleight of hand them just to be cautious in case,
sure.
like, I can peek in slowly, see if
I
there's
throw
a
my
trigger.
symbol monkey at the door. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
The thing to
Give
get
me a
destroyed
sleight of
anyway.
hand.
Yeah, that thing is assuredly broken.
Come on, dice, don't fail me now. 27.
Yeah, you open it up and nothing happens. And
Is there,
Roswell
Is
says
there
it's,
anything
in-
inside the locker?
Yeah, I was about to ask, what do I see in the locker?
You do see one of those football bombs all rigged up, but it didn't blow up.
Is there like any hint to which locker it could lead to next, or no?
Give me an investigation check, I guess.
I got a 17. Unless that was just for Yi.
That's a nat 20, 18.
There's 25 wires coming out of this bomb, all going off into the slots of the locker. Somewhere to the right of this, D, E, F, G, H, I, somewhere along that like line, is where the missing wire is. But what I will say is, like, even just like out of character for a second, I'll give you one hint at this, and it's just think about what you want to do in this situation. That is probably the answer. And you guys can definitely talk about this out of character and like try to come up with an answer to this puzzle.
We want to do.
I want to get to the bottom of the mine shaft. So
Could it be door? They wouldn't be that dumb, would they? Just D-O.
What if it's
R.
descend? DESCEND.
but you couldn't open it up twice.
We can't open it. Oh, I guess that's true.
Yeah, so it couldn't be door or descend.
Could it be drop
Down.
or down?
No. That could work.
I'll say that with Yi's investigation of this, with Yi's investigation also of these lockers, you know that 10 of them aren't fully rigged.
Okay. 10. He will, of course, tell you guys this.
10 aren't rigged. Okay. So that means it's 10
No.
letters.
Out of character for a second, you made a little misstep in telling stuff to us. Are we supposed to completely forget that information, or could I use it to our advantage?
Forget the time cards things for now, because it's just
Okay.
not here. It just isn't here, so it's not a part of this puzzle.
Well,
Okay.
you said there was 10 little panels on that, so I was thinking the
Yeah,
corresponding
that-
names of people that
was
were
the-
clocked in would
Yeah, I
be...
thought so too.
would
Okay,
let us
that's
down.
that is a fair thing. There are some people clocked in, but it's there aren't 10 of them. Actually, no one is. Yeah, no. There are 3 names clocked in. Farn, the F name, the O name and the N name are all clocked in still.
So Farham, Nova, and I forgot the other one you said.
We'll say V, Vanessa.
Okay.
Farham, Nova, and
Question:
Vanessa.
with my investigation, would I be able to tell if we took out all the wires? Would it trigger the bombs?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there goes the diffusion option.
But D is the first letter. And then O, V, and N were clocked in. And the hint we got is the combination is likely what we're here to do. But
Well, think of
There's
what you
N
want to do.
unrigged.
Is the hint? Think of what you want to do.
Alright.
You got bombs.
As we're
you got a
thinking,
door.
can we take 5 minutes and have a like a bathroom break?
No doubt. That's a good idea. I'm gonna fill up my
Yeah,
water
go
bottle.
ahead.
I got my headphone in though. If anyone wants.
All right. All right. I will be right back.
I'll be right back briefly too. In a
I'll get
second.
him right here.
I always question myself how long it took the actual people that played this campaign to solve this puzzle, because they have the power of podcast editing on their side, right?
Yeah, hours. This is hours. It's
10
letters. It's so many letters.
Right. And we can't just go one by one. That'd be wasting. Let's see.
And because I don't want it to take hours and hours and hours.
Hey, Toxic.
Yeah.
Cookies from the Dark Side sent me a DM and said that she can barely hear M's voice in your stream.
Aw.
Really? Hold on. In my Discord party chat is like turned pretty high up.
I don't know. She said she can hear everyone else fine, but M is kind of quiet.
Aw. I don't want to
We
be
set
quiet.
it up in the Discord,
Well,
Buddha, that's why.
Thank you for letting me know. Cookies, is that okay?
That's probably better.
Talk.
I'm cooler now. While I'm the DM, I'm like the most important voice.
Yeah.
Is that better, Cookies? Yes, no, maybe. Please let me know.
I don't know, but they're calling somebody.
Because
it
I
was
don't
the
want this
Pokemon.
to take hours, I will give you guys another hint because there's no like I said right before you got back actually, Buddha.
I was just gonna call work and just say I died, and we were just gonna play D&D for 42 hours to get this right.
It's 2 words. You want to do 2 things in this moment. You have the bombs to deal with, and then you have a door, an elevator.
It's 2 words.
2 words.
She said you're a lot better.
But you are correct in that you can only use each letter 1 time.
I'll be honest, before you said that, I might open dictionary.com and just started going through 10 letter words.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. But I like the idea of another hint there.
Okay. What do we want to do? We don't want to die.
Not die.
I don't know why I feel like the first word is down.
OWN. That's 4 letters. So what would the other 6 be? It could be escape. Something escape.
Well, we already opened it up, so the first word is D.
Well, no, but then I'm just trying to think because it's 2 words.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
I hate fucking word puzzles.
Puzzles every now and then come up.
We could do. It could be down escape because those are 2 things we want to do, and they don't repeat anything.
What's the name of the artifact we're trying to get again?
The temporal chalice.
That is not it.
No, that's too many letters.
Well, no,
It,
no,
does,
I was
it
just-
doesn't.
Is
Doesn't,
it don't kill me, please?
Don't kill me, please. That's 3 words.
That's
I
too
know.
many words anyway.
know.
Letters.
That's 3 words.
That's
Too many
5.
letters.
We're gonna
It's
die
too many
anyway in
words.
20 minutes.
I say we go with O next. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I think O is next. I don't-
O'Reilly's.
I think the first word is down.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think the first word is down.
All right. So if we're gonna do this, let's just fucking do it. I open O.
All right, you die again in that white light.
Yay!
You
I want to
see
go right
the-
back to the point where we open D.
in the white light. You
Yeah.
see the old woman. She's sitting down. She looks to be lightly out of breath. And then you pop back in. You get past Roswell. You head on down. You open up D. You guys are at 11:20.
The
This is
god
your
is
save
really
point.
getting annoyed at us.
But she can give us a hint.
Hey, it's like a giant game of a hangman.
Yeah.
So it's not down.
It's not down, which is just, that's really fucking perplexing.
All right, so we know it's not O.
Oh,
What?
I think I figured it out.
What is it?
What?
It might be Davenport, y'all.
Oh, it's Davenport's.
Davenport's.
Davenport Industry.
So if you search
That's
up,
funny. Fuck.
if you Google words without repeating
What?
letters that start with D and they're 10 letters, Davenport's is the first one that comes up. And I thought about that.
That's so
The issue
funny.
is one word. It's one word.
I don't know. Could it be
The
Davenport?
issue is Davenport
two
is just
words.
one word.
Davin
Yeah.
is one word. Ports,
Davenport is one-
P-O-R-T-S. Ports, P-O-R-T-S is another word.
What if the bad guy is
P-O-R-T-S.
Davenport this
Wait,
whole time?
P-O-R-T-S. Davenports. That's 10 letters. It's 2 words.
What's a Davin,
don't
and what do
know.
you want to do with that?
I don't know.
I want to port
can
it.
I- can I-
Ideas we have.
Can I look around to see if there's anything else of importance other than
Oh,
the
that's
lockers?
what I wanted to
and
do,
the-
and you told me no last one. Oh, thanks. Yeah.
I mean, you guys peek around the room together. It's
Are there any other doors, or is it just the main door and then the elevator shaft?
main door and then the elevator. In this room though, there is in the ice box. It is still cold in this ice box. There is some like raw steaks. You know, like the cartoon steaks with like the fucking like cartoon.
Oh, the
T-bones or whatever.
T-bones.
You know, even though they're not T-bones, they're like O-bones that you give dogs in cartoons. It's like a bunch of those stacked up, small, like a Minecraft steak you can take with you, but not eat because they are raw.
Hey, yo, shove it down your gullet.
Shit. I'm proficient in cooking tools.
Some time. I mean,
at
time
least we can
cards
have-
for all of the employees. Only a few are still clocked in, like I said.
Out of the
at least
time cards, would any of the letters or like the first letters of any of the names be bold or slightly out of place or anything that would draw attention like upon further investigation of time cards? Would that be
Give me
perception or
investigation check.
Investigation. No,
Well,
not that one.
while he's doing that, he's just going to start pickaxing himself a hole down.
5.
Um,
Are you literally like there's a bomb right next to us and you're trying to fucking dig a hole?
Yes.
I'll say, and it looks like, yeah. That I name is actually Isaac's name. Isaac Cassidy. Veron or what's her fucking name? V. Even though she's clocked in.
Veronica.
Vanessa.
Vanessa's and Terrence's. They're extra smudgy. Those 4. I won't say if that has anything to do with this puzzle.
Thanks, You're.
But I wouldn't say that anyway. So.
Yeah, no. You know what? If somebody has fireball, let's just cast that at a door. That should work.
Your first word is focused on the fact that there are bombs in this room.
Disarm.
Detonate.
Oh no, detonate.
No, because disarm there'd be double S's.
Detonate.
There's not 2 S's in disarm.
No. D-I-S-A-R-M. Disarm.
Disarm is fine. It can be disarm bomb, but that dude, this is like Spaceballs. That feels like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The combination might as well be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like that's too obvious.
We might as well try it.
The first word does make sense.
We can't do disarm bomb because that would be
2 B's.
Too many B's, too many M's.
What? It'd be 2 B's. That's right.
And
Yeah.
2 M's.
Too many M's.
Now that I say
2
we
M's.
try, let's try disarm first before we try figure out the second letter.
You mean second word?
Well,
You guys
can only get
open-
1 letter because if we get it wrong, we're gonna die.
Yeah, we open the eye.
Open the
You guys
eye, I
open the
guess.
I, and the locker opens, and then you open the S, and the locker opens, and you spell out the word disarm, and the lockers are open, but the room is still the way that it is.
Okay. Disarm.
And I will say, nothing has changed in the structure of the trap to tell you that this is over.
Okay, that's 6 letters. We need 4 more.
Now what do you want to do? If the bombs are taken care of.
Oh, the bomb, we won't have to, we still have to open them and there's a good chance we die.
Well, look, we now know the first word is disarm. So
yes.
even if we pick the wrong next letter, right? Even if we pick the wrong next letter, we know the first word. So we are much better. We are much better off than we were because we at least have one of the 2 words. We haven't used B yet. We know it's probably not bomb.
Can't be
but
bomb.
It still has to be. It can't be bomb. But
it needs to be 4 letters. No, 4. Disarm 6.
Disarm is
6.
Okay.
And your next focus is the door. Because if disarmed, the bombs are taken care of.
Okay.
In the equation of the password that you're figuring out.
Is it just
open?
No, it's
open won't work.
Open wouldn't. Would it work?
No, it's too many letters.
Open is 4 letters. OPEN.
Think so?
Last time I checked, open is 4 letters.
I'm not good at spelling. This is why I type stuff. I don't spell stuff.
Last time I spelled open is 4 letters.
I open O.
I still think detonate's a really good idea.
Obviously,
I love it. I love that we went
the
into.
first
I
word.
love.
Yeah, Korik
I
opens
love how
O and then P and then E and then N, and you hear a click and the lockers all swing open, revealing these bombs on the inside of each one.
I
And
still love
the
it.
elevator
It's
door
something.
opens up.
Thank
I
God.
love it. It's something you guys want to do.
What was that? Was that like the code the whole time was open? Was that the second one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
disarm open.
Yes.
It's literally just saying your
Everyone's thinking
password.
it
1,
was
2,
some
3, 4.
some
Yeah.
prophetic thing that has to do.
Dude, you were
with...
going like biblical on us. You were.
Listen. His password was password. Obviously,
It's gotta be the spark of creation, probably, because his name is Isaac. Think about Eve. Eve is it so good.
Hey, look.
But it's
we
Enoch,
had no
not Eve.
we had no ideas before then. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. We had no idea.
I think my favorite thing is it's something you guys want to do. There's disarm and there's detonate.
Detonate. No, no.
No.
But the door opens up. As the door opens up, there is a rumble. No, that means you guys know that's about 11:30. There is a rumble, and the ceiling shakes. A few rocks fall from it. The lights that are on in here flicker a little bit. And then things right themselves. And Roswell says, "Earthquake. We should be fast. I got to get back to town to check on, make sure everything's okay. Let's go." And Roswell hustles into the elevator.
Follow him in the elevator.
Yeah, I feel like this is where we need to be. I don't know why, but I feel like this is where we need to be.
You guys
Thank you for that for that very, very, very late message.
You guys head down.
That's my own reminder.
The elevator, and you come out. It opens up into a massive, massive cavern. The only source of light, though, is the opening of this elevator, casting a narrow beam of light out into the darkness. Right out in front, you see a track, like a rail track, cutting out and forward. A broken rail cart lies next to it. And then there are a couple pretty large, like tortoise-sized fuzzy bugs that come skittering up to the open, or really go skittering away from the light as the light cuts into the darkness. You see them go skittering into the darkness. They're pretty large, but there's like 4 of them, and they skitter away as the light opens up.
With my dark vision, can I see anything else?
You can see out like 30 feet from here and like a little bit out beyond where that light cuts, but then it's not just that it's dark, but you have this weird tunnel vision in that you still for some reason can't see like the walls or the ceilings or the floors even around that track that cuts out, but you can see, like, you feel certain that you can see out and into that tunnel a little bit. It's strange in the way that this is structured. And with your perception, I'll say it looks like what you can see is that there's something maybe on the walls. It's kind of maybe misty in here or something. It's hard to get a sight of it.
Booter, how far is your dark vision?
60
feet.
Are you an elf?
Is pretty traditional.
Yeah.
Are you a high elf?
Well, no.
Or wood elf?
I'm a wood elf, and it says 60 feet.
Wood elves
Okay,
are
I'm
60
wondering
feet.
I'm wondering because
think-
I'm 120 feet, so I was going to ask what I saw.
I think hill dwarves are also 60 feet, but hold on, let me check.
Nothing different.
We can all see in the dark. Yeah, let me just check on my race.
I mean, I have a torch in my bag, guys. Do you think I should light the torch?
No.
I think lighting a torch in any room that has smoke or mist in it is not a great idea. What if it's flammable?
Yeah, dwarves have a 60-foot radius. They have
Hill
60
dwarves?
feet out. Yeah, all dwarves. I can look at your. It seems like, yeah, you guys have the same, just 60 feet.
I want to
Yeah.
see in the room. Can I bring lightning in? I'm kidding. I want to figure out a way to like have my my
Is
vines
there?
grow.
Well, can I make out any kind of stone? Would like any kind of would stone cunning potentially help me here at all?
This is mined stone. It's the red rock. Definitely native to the region. There are cracks and damage to it due to the earthquake recently. You can see kind of spider webbing out, but
And there's no
I
light
don't
at all
know.
down here, is there?
No, save the from the elevator that is just remaining open. It doesn't seem to be closing at any point.
Can I make out using dark vision? Can I make at least 60 feet? Can I make out anything that might be used to create light in this room? Obviously, it's not dark all the time. It wouldn't be. There's an elevator going down here. People obviously use it. Could I make out anything that could potentially be used or utilized as a light source?
From where you guys are, it seems that after about like you have this 20-foot circle of ground before this like black kind of misty shapes moving fog starts that you can't see past. So there may be like lights, sconces on the wall. Maybe this was an area that people carry torches through. There could be a number of ways for lights, but you can't quite see that on the walls, even with your dark vision, because something is impeding that. Save the track and the broken cart.
Okay. I'd like to try stealth over to the first thing. The cart.
The
I guess.
minecart, yeah.
Yeah.
It is a broken down minecart. It's just like one of the wheels, metal wheel, is broken, and that seems to be the only thing keeping this thing from rolling along the tracks.
What's his name? What's the guy's name? I'm trying to think.
Roswell?
Roswell. Hey, Roswell. Do you know what's going on here?
No. It's kind of. I've been only down here once. I think maybe I was born down here. I'm not sure. It looks kind of familiar, but I don't know. I think there was a little bit more light when I was here.
Do you know a way we can get light?
Do you know where we can get light for this room?
I mean, we can go back up and grab some torches. That would probably be good. There were probably some torches in that break room as well, as like a little bit of mining equipment.
I think
right?
we all have explorer.
I have a
too.
candle. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure I have a torch also. Do you know if this fog is dangerous at all?
No clue. I've not not been particularly down here.
Oh,
Yes.
I'd like to pull out my hooded lantern, light it, close the hatch, making it like only nothing can get in it.
Cool. Yeah. That fog doesn't go away. You still can't see out and beyond that. But you now have light up to that fog, and it's now brighter in this little bubble.
Okay. Well, I'm at the cart now, so do I see anything different where I am from the cart?
I'll actually say that light gives you the shapes in the cloud. It's not just like this cloud of fog. It's like these moving bodies. It seems to be similar to those bugs that were out in the landing when the door opened. The fog kind of moves away from the light, but not by much. You don't really see much different with the cart. Still just a broken wheel. Tracks jutting off into the darkness.
Alrighty. You guys got any ideas?
We have a light source now, right? We lit a torch.
I have a yeah. I have I activated a hooded lantern that gives 30 feet of light.
How much does a torch give? Is it the same 30 feet, or is a torch?
Yeah,
more?
I mean,
I think
yeah,
is a little less.
you are. I think a hooded lantern will give you more direct light in one direction, but a torch will give you wider light. But either way, it is. Yeah, I mean, you guys feel that like misty
20-foot
darkness. It's
radius
not
for
just...
a torch.
So can I guess do we notice anywhere to like move through this room now? Like, do we have?
No,
does
I
it look
mean
like we
the
can...
mine cart and the track would be the best. Roswell doesn't really know about down here, so I don't really know. They don't have a lot of information to give on this.
Yeah. Does it look like there's
and
any...
we can't see anywhere past the mine cart to see if there's like a ledge or a drop off or anything like that?
Not
like
particularly, no. Not in the
how many
current
people
situation.
can fit in the how many people can fit in the mine cart?
We have to fix it first.
The three of you could fit in the mine cart. Roswell could not fit in the mine cart.
Okay. We have to fix it first. It's broken.
Yes, the wheel is one of the wheels is broken.
Does it look like to be a wheel around here, Em?
Give me an investigation check. At disadvantage because you have such a little space to work with.
Alrighty. That's gonna really hit me hard. Let's see how bad mine is.
Well, doesn't the robe of eyes give you advantage anyway?
No, that's with perception.
Okay.
Not investigation. I wish it was. That's a nat 20 on the first one. And a 13 on the second.
No. There's really nothing in this little bubble of light. You guys are really just pressed in by this darkness at the moment.
Anybody got an extra wheel for some reason in their inventory?
Yeah, I just walk around with extra mine wheels in my pack. I guess could I try an investigation check? We don't really have anything to lose.
No, we don't.
Does anyone have like a spell that can just make a wheel?
I don't.
No.
Ooh, that's not great. 10.
Oh, jeez, that's worse than mine. So.
You could trudge off along the tracks if no one can fix the wheel.
I guess he will slowly go towards the cave, kind of where he saw the shadows of those bugs that ran.
I mean, the only path forward is like down the tracks. As far as you're aware, like the darkness could go off in any direction, but you definitely see the tracks in front of you. And as you approach the darkness, it moves out a bit, but not too much. It's like a worrisome amount. That's a very... You can see like the shapes of those bodies moving around in that darkness. They are emanating this weird mist that's making it hard to see.
Okay. How much time do we got left them on this run, would you say?
Maybe about 15 minutes left, you know?
Question.
Yes.
I have my long sword of the wind.
Okay.
I can, with that, I can move creatures when swinging it. Could it possibly move the mist?
It could, but the creatures would have to make a save too. So
No.
Yeah, I mean, I'll let you attempt that.
So I just want to swing it at nothing, essentially. Just to see.
use your charges of it to do just that.
Oh, that's the hold on. That's the damage. My bad. I got a 21.
Yeah, you swing that sword and it definitely pushes that mist back. You even see that you knock a few of those bugs with that, like as the effect of it, like go flying back further into the darkness. And Yee's light fills up that space, and the darkness doesn't re-encroach in on that space
The
that the
bugs are
light is
making it
touching.
dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I do another investigation check here since there's more light now?
There is. It's less that you don't need. It's less that I know, and more that you just don't need one. And that like the space it opened up is like a bubble lightly in front of you. There's tracks going forward. Like you guys
Okay.
will have to continue down the tracks in some form or fashion at this moment.
All right, y'all. How are we doing this?
Tim.
Yes.
I cast Gust of Wind down
There
the
you go.
track.
Okay. So I will, with the use of a spell, just kind of continue this forward narratively as you spend a lot of time doing this. You spend a lot of time doing this. You are able to make it with your allies down the track. It takes you, like I said, a pretty good amount of time. You have about 5 minutes left when you make it to the end of the track. You notice it's not really that far of a track. It's just that in order to not touch the mist or get and deal with the bugs, you had to just take your time and like use this spell to keep them out of your way and like let Yee's light fill up that space and like slowly, move down the track. So you get to the end of the track, and there is a metal wall built into this like stone. Above it is a small sign that says Shaft A, and there is a lever with a little sign that says open on it.
Do we really trust the level that says open?
I mean, at this point, there's 5 minutes left. So if we die, I say
Yeah.
we reset
If
to
we
the
die,
first point where we get to
reset-
the
we re-
lockers,
Yeah, we
and we
reset,
just do
get the
disarm.
lockers,
Yeah,
we just do it, and then we get the bugs out of the way, and
Yeah.
we spend the time to go through.
yeah. And
Like,
I cast
I
Gust of Wind
mean-
right away, and we just go with it again.
Ah.
So I pull the
Yep.
lever.
Pull the lever,
No,
Kronk,
hold
the
on,
door.
hold on.
Wait, the door, he was gonna say the door opens.
I know, but I was gonna more
Why would you-
dramatically.
Why would you not-
I was gonna. No, he said Kronk, and I was gonna go down that road and do a Kronk moment myself.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
I was gonna do
Whoa.
something with Kronk too. So yeah, all right, we're on the same page. Okay,
We don't even have a second lever.
The door opens and it lets you into a very small room, like a 10 by 10 foot room with another door, and another lever. Only this lever has a little encasing over it, and no, it doesn't. That just is a lever that says open. There's another lever that says open. Small room. It seems like a little antechamber to protect areas, but for the bugs behind you.
Kronk pulls that lever too.
You pull that lever, and a little screen flips down in the wall, and a klaxon blares in the room, and the door shuts behind you, and you hear it like seal, and you see a timer start counting down from 60 on a screen in front of you, and there is a small slot that opens in the wall, and it starts counting down from 60. This slot seems, now that we've belabored the time cards enough, like a time card slot.
The ones that had smudges on them was Vanessa, Isaac, Adam, and Terrence.
Did
We
we
need
take
one. We probably need one of their time cards. I don't know that we can take all of them, I guess.
I would.
But like, in
Did we
theory,
bring a time card with us?
we should just bring
No.
all of the ones that have smudges on them.
Next
but
time
they're
we
back
should.
upstairs.
Yes,
and...
but
Yeah.
I'm just saying next
Oh
time.
yeah, okay, next time.
We start the next loop in. Well, obviously we're gonna die in 60 seconds. Like we could just get that out of the way.
Let's just skip
We start the next loop right when we open the D. We put in the code.
Is there anything else in the room right now that we can notice in the about 45 seconds we have left, other than the screen with the countdown timer, the door that closed behind us, the door in front of us? Is there anything else? Perception check.
Give me a perception check.
22.
This is specifically like an antechamber
that's a
to,
nat
you
20.
think, protect, like hermetically protect from the bugs behind you. But I'll say that what you notice with your perception is it doesn't seem that strong. Like it, with the amount of bug and mist behind you, you think that that amount of thing could actually get through this door. But this is what it's for. So no, there really isn't much else in the room because that's its purpose is like minor, in that it's just a
It's a
step in between
contamination
rooms.
center.
Except there's a lock on it right now that you actually don't think this. What I'll give you also with that perception check is this lock, this like timer, and the bombs that you now see suspended in the ceiling above you are all put in here in post, as well as this time card slot punch in. So that isn't really part of the hermetic seal process. But after a minute goes off, you guys die, and you guys wake back up.
Yep. All right. So we all agree we're waking up.
We put in disarm open. You grab 4 time cards and you head down. However, this time the earthquake, because you guys do it quickly, hasn't gone off yet. And when the elevator door opens, you see a chasm with your dark vision. It's just a big wide cavern, not a broken minecart, and no mist, you see a bug or two skitter about, but
there's still only one door, right? Still only one door at the other end. There's no.
Yeah, I mean, you guys got yes, correct, yes. Like moving down the mine shaft, you realize
quicker.
That yes, no other doors.
Still a broken wheel though.
It's still a broken wheel.
M said it was not broken.
No, yes,
oh,
not
the
broken
earthquake.
This time.
Okay, yeah. Let's just take the minecart and go into the room. And
so fast. As you guys get to the, what I'll say is, like, with this timeline, as you guys get to the open lever, that first open lever, the earthquake does happen. And what you notice is that cracks in the ceiling form, and these bugs start crawling out of it and exuding, and with the amount of mass of them, just exuding this mist blackness. And you guys pull the lever and get into the room.
All right. So are we gonna try one time card each time?
Does
the bugs are starting to come closer to the door?
Well, okay.
Pull the lever first.
Pull the lever.
Bam. 60 seconds. Which time card do you guys want to try?
Does one time card look more smudged than the other?
I don't know why. We'll start with Isaac.
You put Isaac in the slot?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like 2 seconds go by, you slide Isaac's time card in the slot, it dings green and the door opens. And you guys are let into a large, massive circular room. Huge hole, like 100 feet across.
Didn't we leave what's his name behind when we took the card?
We did, yeah. You said he wouldn't fit into the minecart with us, so we left fucking claymation.
Roswell is well, then I'm going to re-describe what happens as the earthquake happens. You guys get to the door, you look back, and Roswell is trudging down the thing, and the earthquake goes off, and those bugs pour down on top of Roswell, and it's just blackness still. Roswell has definitely died.
So large bugs can fucking kill him, but we can't?
Yeah, that's,
well,
look.
That means that we shouldn't fight the bugs.
Yeah, there's like varying degrees. Large circular room, gigantic hole. There are big guardrails supporting it, a beam. I just don't want to roll for it. Like, Roswell will probably die eventually in that, and instead of making you guys watch that whole thing.
I don't know. Toxic seems to really want to watch him suffer.
The sign on the rail reads.
I did not say that. I didn't
Shaft.
say that.
All right, what does the sign say?
The sign on the rail reads Shaft A, and it takes up most of this space. There is a 10-foot wide pathway that you can cut around with a little guardrail. The hole is lined with heavy metal, just thick metal, but it's a big open, like a giant open hatch, right, protecting this hole. And it is currently open. You see a few structures that you have seen only once before from the outside, being the translucent bubbles. And you are looking at 2 of them from the outside. As you peer around this room, especially with Korik's passive perception, I'll give you all of them. There are 3 bubbles in this room, similar to the bubble on the outside.
The bubble that we took to get in?
Yeah, the big bubble
Past
protecting the town? Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like the little, like the bubble thing that we got into.
The big bubble protecting the town. Outside, they look translucent. You basically see through them. From the inside, they look like white. And that is how I will describe the differences in these bubbles. 3 bubbles. 1 bubble entirely covering Shaft A, the massive 100-foot hole. Another bubble on the other side of the room covering a door. And the door above that sign reads Shaft B. You also, Korik, with your perception, above you see a very small hole, and it is protected by a white sphere. So you know that there's another bubble. You're just looking at it from the inside. Right? Protecting a very small hole in the ceiling, like big enough to fit a person for sure, but not much wider than that.
Hey, you want to use those glasses?
Only one?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I can again. Yeah. I'll use the rose-tinted glasses.
Oh, yeah, you haven't used them in this round. Oh, nice.
Yeah, he hasn't.
You peer around. Significantly less figures. You see... This is interesting. Oh, Korik, round of applause. I'm blown away. Okay. Give me a perception check. This is so cool. You're going to get weird information in a real strange timing.
17?
Okay. With a 17, I'm just going to say it, I think, in order, because that's a good perception check. You see a lot happen in this hour. First you see nothing for about 30 minutes, right? That does take up about it. So you really only have about half hour. Let me think. Okay. You see... No, I'll give it to you. This is too cool. All right, you see an empty room. Shaft is open. You see the door open where you guys are standing from the hallway behind you open, and 2 men enter. Now you know their names are Sheriff Isaac and Jack. Sheriff Isaac and Jack enter the room. Jack in front, Sheriff Isaac behind him. They walk into the shaft. They're looking around. They're not... there seems to be some explosion damage in here around the mouth of this shaft, and they're looking, seemingly inspecting for damage in the shaft. And as they come near the edge of the shaft, they peer down and their stomachs seem to drop. But just Jack's, because Isaac's eyes are on Jack's hip. Because on Jack's hip sits a bronze beat to shit cup latched to his belt, and Isaac reaches forward at that cup. In grabbing the cup, it seems like something has taken over him. In grabbing this cup, he shoves Isaac violently. Really, it looks like he reaches for the cup, but he shoves Isaac instead, and the cup falls into the dirt, and Isaac falls down into the pit. And your eyes have been on that, and finally they look down, and standing like right where you're standing watching this happen is June. She runs down the stairs silently and picks up the cup, and as Isaac turns around, it is already too late, and June is in a bubble. The bubble floats through the door of shaft B, and Isaac runs after it as it slams shut, and then that bubble appears over the outside. God damn it! Hold on. Damn it! There's so many like little bits, and I just was not expecting to have to do this. So he pushes Jack into the pit. You see a Oh my God! There's so much information happening. Okay, he pushes Isaac.
do it like
Wait. Is Jack is the town elder, correct?
Yes, Jack and June are in the statue with the visitor.
I'm not trying to metagame. I was just point of
No,
clarification.
you're right. Yes.
I don't know that we ever named him. So that was just something that I'll mark
off.
The bearded
man
tells me mentally.
He was named.
Korik,
okay, cool.
Yeah, we named him, and then Korik found out who this man was. So after,
do we want to say the glasses are
playing because this is only being explained. This is only being explained to Korik.
Yes, I'm going to say that Korik can absolutely just explain this word for word to you guys, but
okay,
it's just such an important
word.
It's just such an important story that I wanted it to go off.
I was going to say that. Let's just say it plays on 2 times the speed.
Yeah,
since we're in a time kind of bubble.
Yes. I love that too. So that's how you're getting all this information. Okay, so minor reverse. Isaac pushes Jack into the pit. The cup falls into the dirt. And you see a force of energy come flying up past him and hit the ceiling above him. And as he turns around to find the cup in June's hand, her now in a bubble floating lightly above the ground, he turns around again to see Roswell having fallen from the ceiling, standing up in a heap behind him. He talks to Roswell for a brief few moments, but there isn't. I'm gonna say you can't hear this; you can just see it. So they like exchange a bit, and the bubble still floats over to Shaft B. That little bubble appears, and he walks Roswell out of the mine. One more scene occurs though, and that is of him returning, like not too long ago from now, like a little bit of time passes. Because you're so close to all these bubbles, I'll agree that I'll give you more time.
Okay.
You see him approach the bubble. He falls down onto his knees. He's in some sort of like begging position, and the bubble opens for a brief moment, and he slides through, and then the bubble recloses over Shaft B, and that is the information.
So then we have to take Shaft B, it seems like. But Korik hasn't explained this to us unless he was explaining it in tandem. But...
There's a lot to explain, so you can definitely just say I explained that.
So as I'm wearing the glasses, I kind of like, while I'm in the moment, I'm explaining it to them, so it doesn't take time. I'm not in like a big trance and then break out of it and then explain to them, so it doesn't take, because it takes 5 minutes. Like I only get 5 minutes, so I see all of this in like quad speed in 5 minutes. I'm explaining it to him as best as I can, and while this is happening, I start walking over to the bubble at Shaft B, and in the same place, I notice, maybe a little bit of disturbed dirt in front of it, and I kneel down right in front where Isaac is, or was, when I had the glasses on, and I just think to myself, like, please open, please. I would like to find the cup.
Nothing happens.
All right.
And in frustration, you stand up and look back at your allies, this door not opening. And now, from the door to Shaft B, you can see down into the pit, and your heart sort of leaves your body for a moment, because what you see is a long tunnel leading down, lined with razor sharp teeth punching its way upward in a hyper so slow that in this moment you can see it because you're staring at it still. So just inching closer and closer. It looks like it's trying to move at massive speeds, but
Is it like a
something with
giant
these
sarlacc,
bubbles.
but just super like fast?
What it is
That's a Star Wars reference, by the
the
way.
realization that Johann was right, that purple worms can in fact get a lot bigger. And
fuck.
indeed they have, and this one is punching its way upward at this very moment. And you can see that in its time slowed moment, there's this like roar of fire is beginning to appear in the base of its gullet and work its way upwards, just like
So it's
a 10th speed, you know what I mean? So very slowly.
there's an enemy coming up from the ground.
Mm-hmm.
We pretty much have a giant purple worm coming at us.
Yes.
Hey! Random question. At the beginning of all this, of today's session, I did say I want to ready Blight. Is Blight still readied?
In this moment, you know it to yourself. This is not a combat. This is what in about, as you try to calculate your time, about 10 minutes is going to utterly destroy this town.
Yeah.
In its exit of this shaft.
All right. So, guys, we have like 8 minutes to figure this out. Giant worm thing, really big. Boom, kaboom, eat everybody. We die, and then start over. So we have 8 minutes to figure out how to get into Bubble B over there.
I think. Yeah. You have 8 minutes to figure out how to get into Bubble B.
Okay, how are we gonna do this?
Well, I was giving us 2 additional minutes after that because you said 10 to like once we figure it out to get in. Then we have 2 minutes to see what's behind the door. So
sure.
Right. If we use it all. God.
You said he was begging. Do you know what he was begging?
I'd like to use a history check to try to like look back into my vision to see if I could hear anything that Isaac was saying or mumbling or any gestures he was doing while he was doing that.
Give me
and
an
I don't remember
insight check.
anything.
Okay.
Oh, insight check. Yes.
Nice insight.
22.
Yeah, give it insight. He is just pleading. He's not. It doesn't seem religious in nature. It seems like he's just pleading in nature. And having seen what you've seen, it seems like he's pleading to June to let him in.
I was just gonna say, I just yelled June's name at the top of my lungs.
Yeah, nothing happens.
June, we would like to talk to you. Please, we don't want to harm you. We're just here to talk.
And I think that I will do this, and that is that you guys spend those 10 minutes trying a varying degree of beggary on the door before the fire erupts from Shaft A and the purple worm exalts, killing the town. Yes. You wake up and you were in the white space, and this time you see a different face. It isn't the old lady. You see it's faded around the edges, a light square in front of you, but it's an oven. It's cooking something you can smell just lightly, some sweet scents. There's an old woman, Romanian woman, some long dresses, jewels.
So it's still
and
an old lady,
clankies.
just not the same lady.
Not the same lady.
Okay.
Okay.
And she turns around and says, "Oh, no, you aren't ready for the mine. You come to my hut. Come to my hut and bring some diamonds." And you wake up
the
in front of
witch.
Roswell.
It is the witch, yeah.
It's the witch.
I love how she
And
goes,
that is where we'll end the session for
Ah.
now.
Oh,
you got us right to a good part 2, why?
I mean, unless you guys are
could've gone
trying
for
to
another
continue.
hour tonight.
I just I felt like that we can absolutely go for another hour. We can end there. I just had a good moment.
I can
to
go
end it.
for another hour if you can toxic and them.
I can go for another hour, I suppose.
All right, give me just a few moments. I'll be back.
Yeah,
Gotta go
take a
pee.
quick fiver.
I mean, if you want to end it now, I'm fine with that, and we can set another
Yeah.
session. But
But
I
you just
probably
got to
could
switch
go a
to
little
good
I
longer.
like
part.
ending things on a cliffhanger, but that is a habit of the podcast because we have to. It's like the best for listeners to be like, "And what's over the hill?"
That's fair.
Okay, I'm
But-
fine with it then.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
fine
So
with
we
it.
can
end it here.
absolutely no. I'm down to continue. It's just a habit of mine.
It's because we're not part of his podcast. We can continue.
to do
Okay.
that. Yeah, I mean we don't need to end on a
Okay.
cliffhanger. We have a loop to end on it all.
Bacon pancakes, making
We're going to
bacon
the bathroom too.
pancakes.
I'll be right back.
Yeah,
Get some
take a
bacon and I
fiver.
put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes.
I love how we just got told, "Hey, get out. You're not ready yet." Fuck
Yeah,
off.
she's just like, fuck yo shit, bitch. She's like, you're not ready for the mine. Well, I mean, I feel like we've gone so far into the mine, and
We've already. I think the mine's supposed to be technically the last place we visit, and we decided, yeah, we'll book it there.
yeah. Oh god, Toxic's a piece of chicken. Can we hear ourselves in Toxic's chat?
Yes, you can.
Hello? No, I don't think we can.
Oh, can you not? I was
No.
pretty good.
No, he put a video on.
Oh, he put a.
Yeah, it says I'll
trailer
be
of
right back
some kind.
screen. So University of Michigan just won the national title earlier. Good for them.
Oh, cool. I don't care.
I care a little bit.
So now we got to plan our way to get to the witch's hut. How are we gonna BS our way to the witch's hut? Because we know the captain is not coming back.
You guys got that information in the wildest fucking order.
Did you not expect us to do that like that?
No, and I realized about halfway through the story that some of that story is like Shaft B story, but like at this point I really like how we're rocking it. So like that's the information
Honestly,
we have. And that is what I'm
we told
sticking
you
to.
we'd be doing something different.
No, I mean that's exactly the point. Like that's why I'm so excited and I like going along this path. Just like, huh?
If you would have let
cut out
me,
Buddha.
I was gonna say what's really funny is the next magical item I can attune to. The one I was going to get rid of was the rose tinted glasses.
It's such a good thing you didn't yet.
And truly,
I'm so glad I reminded you about the glasses this time around.
Yeah.
Like, I also was thinking to myself as I kept handing out more magic items, I was like, the rose tinted glass is easy to get rid of. This is like the one time in the game after a high level that it'll be important ever. But really cool, really cool.
I'm glad we were able to bring them in.
So wild to think of an hour ago in a situation where the hour has been repeating for
however many
time
of
years.
Of just a year. Like that's what Roswell said is about a year.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like that has gone a ton of hours. Crazy to think about that, and like what you see in that hour.
So,
So when we start,
did Roswell like drop down from the ceiling? What happened with Roswell? That's what threw me off.
Roswell died.
What did he-
Roswell was trudging after you, so the minecart made it
No.
faster, but there
When
was
I
Earth.
No, like in the glasses. I mean,
when I
scene.
was in the
That's why it's
glasses,
perfect.
so there was like a magical like part of the rock got hit, and then like, he appeared. Like yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that's what I was trying to figure out. Like,
It looked
what did
like
Ross?
a spell came out of Shaft A and hit the ceiling, causing Roswell to appear.
Oh. Okay.
After Jack fell, looking like it had been cast from Jack.
So Jack fell in that pit. I'm guessing that the animal came out of the
Or that the worm is
worm.
yeah, like the worm is yeah. The worm
What if Jack is the worm?
The worm is basically ever present down there. Even when you guys start, it's down there. It's just moving so hyper perceptibly slow that that's the hour, right? That it is taking to break that bubble.
I see. That was what our first death was with the swirling blades.
Yes.
Okay. That's cool. But yeah, no, I was trying to. So, I really thought that Jack got turned into Roswell. I thought that's what where this was going.
That's a good thought.
All right, yeah, I can go until 1 a.m. So I got about 45 minutes. So.
Well,
Do you guys
where do we want to start from?
Let's start from the beginning
We have
because now we
have to go to the witch's hut.
I'd say start fresh would be our best bet. Because every other place we start is really either at the office or
I say we start
in the mine.
Yeah, that's probably. But then
Because
Can
we
we
were
start-
started.
Can we start like from a point where we've explained to him what we're doing, but instead of saying we want to go to the mine, ask him if we can go to the witch's hut?
Well, how would we explain that to them?
Well, I mean, yeah, because in that conversation, the reason he took you to the mine was because you wanted to see Sheriff Isaac directly.
Yeah.
So he took you.
So
He was
we'd have
taking you
to
to Sheriff Isaac, rather than having you wait for Sheriff Isaac.
Or is the move to actually just wait for Sheriff Isaac and not get into
Sheriff
trouble?
Isaac isn't coming back. We didn't find him.
You
I
know that
doubt.
you, with Korik's glasses, you know that Sheriff Isaac is in Shaft B, where that bubble is covering.
And we can't go there yet.
Yeah, you don't really have a way to get past that bubble.
The witch lady said no, so we're not allowed. Grandma Witch.
Well, she said you're not ready.
Yeah, Grandma Witch said no.
I'm gonna call her Beatrice.
So we've got to find a way to get to the witch's hut.
Right. Can somebody pretend to play sick?
I don't know how we would do that.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of ways we could get us brought to the witch's hut.
I will say that there is a world in which you guys have free run of the town. You just guys
We're
just
the
have
new
to talk about
mayors.
it, right?
We
That's from
become
me
the
as
elders.
like the outside. Like there's a world in which like Roswell's convinced of giving you guys time to move around the
Free
town.
reign.
But
We have
that
to
just
figure
has you
that
guys
out.
haven't convinced him of that yet.
Yeah, I was about to say I doubt Em will just straight out tell us.
Yeah. I mean, we could try that. I suppose.
I will say, you guys haven't tried actually lying to Roswell yet.
Be fair.
I thought we did.
We tried a little, but we also mixed in truth because we weren't sure.
That's true. You guys have like attempted to be as upfront without being entirely hyper detailed, which doesn't, I'll say, lend a lot of trust.
What if we just pretend that we've been in the town the whole time with him?
I feel like he knows everybody is the issue.
Yeah, I'm worried about that too, actually.
Otherwise, I would think it's a great idea.
The good news is Halliburton will just fucking two-shot all of us. So
Yeah.
And he has 3 attacks, so.
Yeah, he one for each of us.
I mean, I could also just cast Pass Without a Trace, and we could just try to run by him.
We could do that. Just the question is, he sees us right off the bat is the issue.
You appear in front of him.
Right.
I'll say about 15 feet in front of him. So if you just turned invisible, I don't know that he would immediately have a...
Well, he doesn't, as you described him, he didn't activate until we got closer to him when we originally got here.
He didn't start the conversation the first time.
Not activate. He didn't
He is activated.
Engage with us.
He is
right.
Basically a fixation of the town as a person.
This town going to hell quick then.
He's done a great job of protecting things in the hour he has.
Yeah, he has. And then we showed up.
Yeah, if I only had 60 minutes to protect things and it reset, I'd be great at it fucking too.
So when do we get to protect our own town with a 60-minute loop?
You're getting sidetracked. I would like to, as soon as we come in, I would like to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Doesn't that just raise your dexterity? Because he still sees you. Like you
fall.
Yeah.
A veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet, including you, has a +10 bonus to stealth checks. Cannot be tracked except by magical means. A creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no tracks or other traces of its passage.
But you physically are still there. You know?
Yeah, no. And then a magic black cloud just appears in front of him.
Oh, because you have that candle that produces darkness, right?
Yeah. Well, also that's what Pass Without a Trace is doing. It's covering us in darkness.
No, it just raises your guys's, like, the first sentence is flavor text, I feel, and the second sentence is like effect text, right? Where it is like telling you what the spell is doing, and then it's like, here's the mechanical bonus of it.
No, that's fair. I was just thinking
Only
of it as
darkness is a spell, mass invisibility is a spell. Like there are spells for all of those little the pieces that this one is missing, but this one is good with your darkness if you have darkness to cast, which you do with the candle.
I do. Yeah, the candle.
So
I could do that.
Are we just gonna try to sneak past him?
Well, I think that we could try that with the candle activated and the Pass Without Trace.
Question. This is just a straight up building a character question. My shadow touched feat increases my intelligence, blah blah blah, or wisdom is what I picked. You learn the invisibility spell.
That's
once
only
per
for
long rest.
you,
Hold on, I can cast these spells without expending a spell slot. You can also cast these spells using a spell slot if you have of the appropriate level. The spell casting ability and the ability increased by this feat and then if you read invisibility, it says at higher levels you cast the spell using a spell slot of 3rd level or higher, you can target one additional creature for each spell slot above the second. So if I cast the spell in a 4th level, I can do myself and then 2 additional people.
But you will expend the spell slot. But yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Do you do that?
Yeah, that's possible.
yeah, I would like to do invisibility and pass without a trace.
You can only do one because they're concentration-based spells.
Okay, I'd like to do invisibility.
Yep.
In the
Boom.
4th level, and I touch Tim and Yi.
Okay.
Give me
That's what I was just,
just
trying to.
a
That's what I was
straight
just trying to like get out. So
give me like a dexterity check with advantage, just to see how fast you pull this off when you guys come in.
Just him or all of us?
Just him because he's casting the spell.
13.
Okay.
You go invisible and you guys hit the dust. And Roswell says, thought I saw something. And then they like straighten back up and they remain standing guard, but don't do much.
Must have been the wind.
Can we get in the
Yeah.
town? Or is the door?
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Cool. So then I guess the next move would be to just head for the
Sneak
to
in,
head
yeah.
for the witch's hut.
We don't know where the witch's hut is technically yet.
Well,
And
okay,
she said
so-
bring diamonds.
Yeah, we'd have to, meaning we have to rob a bank.
Or we're invisible. We could try to break into the evidence locker of the police station because didn't 2 people did they successfully rob the bank? Did we ever determine that?
They blew up the
They
bank.
robbed the bank. They no. All right. So there was somebody that robbed the bank as we were going in from the first one when we went to the Fallen Temple. We don't know what happened with that afterwards. The purple bandits just ran into the bank.
That's about
Yeah, and then
11:45.
didn't a
the Purple
couple,
Bandits
like,
run into the
minutes
They got
bank.
later,
kicked out of
we-
the bar. A couple minutes later, they got kicked out of the bar.
Oh yeah,
That was a
11:15. They
second-
get 2 of them get kicked out of the bar.
But that was a second instance, though.
True.
Could it have been the same 2 people?
They could have been
There
on
were
the same.
like
I don't-
several people.
5 people went into the bank at 11:45. 2 people got kicked out of the bar at 11:15.
So they robbed the bank at 11:55. We know
45.
that. 45. That's not enough.
All right, so if you want to go check evidence locker, I'm going to go check the bank. Yi, what do you want to do?
But that's not enough. I was just gonna say it's not enough time. It wouldn't have happened yet, and 15 minutes is probably not enough time for us to start a loop at 11:45.
But no. No. Why are we like? Why would we have to wait for the purple people to come?
He's
Because
saying
they were
let's
Trying
rob
to
it
find
ourselves.
diamonds.
They robbed the bank at 11:45. So if they
But what
robbed
does
the
that
bank
have to do with the fact if I
successfully-
want to rob the bank before them?
Oh, I see. You're gonna try to. I
Yeah.
understand.
I want
He's
to try to sneak
saying
into the
we
while I'm
should.
invisible to see if I can find diamonds
Yeah,
in the
that's
bank
what.
to go
gonna
take
say.
to the witch.
Yeah, I don't know that me, who has no proficiency with thieves' tools or anything, should try to break into the evidence locker. I feel like that's what you should do. But
Yeah, Yi
he
will
likes to
probably.
he likes to steal things.
Yeah, Yi was gonna go to the bank and try rob it before Korak even said anything.
I feel like me and you have been on the same page with this since the first instance. We wanted to be at the bank.
Oh yeah, no. As soon as the
Yeah.
bank exploded, I was like, "Hey, we're robbing
Well,
that."
I
listen,
think I knew you wanted to go to the bank, so I needed to go there to
we
keep
need
you
to
out
be
of trouble.
we need to be a few places. We need to be at some point we need to be at the bank. At some point we need to be at the witch hut, and at some point we need to be at the
Mine
cave,
again.
the mine again, because the witch, when we were in the white place, was like, "You're not ready for the mine yet," which means
Right.
at some point we are inevitably going to go back to the mine, and
Right.
we're solving the puzzle kind of
So
backwards.
what I think's gonna happen now is we go talk to the witch and we'll get more information. So
She's
Yeah,
probably going to
so-
give us something to deal with the time.
Tim, do you want to try to go talk to Cassidy in the cell while we go into the bank? and try to see if you can get more information out of her. Yes, you will be still invisible, but
I mean, obviously, when I start talking to her, that effect would end, and then I would just
Does
be
it?
in.
It's
Yeah.
my concentration.
But I don't
it's only
know.
if you attack somebody, isn't it?
Is it really? So I just be
I
like
think so.
I
You'd be
would
a
just-
voice. You'd be an invisible voice. Because I remember the only time when Yi came out was after he flipped the desk in the car race.
Gotcha. Okay. I could RP the shit out of this. I guess I'll go talk to Cassidy. That's fine.
You're gonna be here in the conscience.
All right.
Dude, no, I've got this. I've got this.
The two
Okay.
of you head to the bank. There are it's early, 11:05, easy when you guys get into the bank. Just to give us by 5 increments, right? You enter into the bank. There are some people moving about. There is a squat dwarven woman behind a desk filling out some paperwork. A few guards by the door.
Might be toxic type.
As you enter the bank, the alarms light up, and a big ball, giant golden ball, hanging from the ceiling, rotates and opens, and a massive turret, giant, like giant ballista points directly at the two of you. And the guards lower their halberds and they say, "Come out! Come out! We know you're here. We have defenses." And the alarms are blaring in the bank. What do the two of you do?
They know we're here, but do they actually know we're here is the question.
All right. You stay invisible. I got this. Like, I just
Okay.
kind of like, poof. I am so sorry. Hi. I don't know what's going on. I was walking down the street, and I was coming to talk to somebody here in the bank. And all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. These alarms started going off. Can you help me?
The woman behind the desk presses a button, and basically like a lance is fired out of the ballista, and it lands right at Yi's feet, and she says, "There's another one of you here."
Yeah, they can.
I see it right here. Where
Yeah, I
is
figured.
he? Make him come out.
Ain't getting diamonds that way.
And she
Hey.
presses a button, and the whole desk that she's at begins to rotate and sort of transform, with her sitting at a seat at the top of it. And it's sort of like a mech with a couple ballistas also pointing at the two of you.
Yo,
she's
when
looking
we
down
go
at a
to G.I.
pad,
Joe here.
and she's like, "I don't know who you are, but we don't take kindly to outsiders in our town. And I'm going to need the two of you to roll initiative. A dismal initiative. And we're gonna scan over to Tim. We'll hold on to those initiatives for a little bit. Tim,
Oh, that was a totally bad idea.
Yeah,
you
no,
are
I
in
hate
the sheriff's
metagaming, but
station.
I love hearing this. This is
yeah,
wild,
this
bro.
is awesome.
And now they have learned why you never split the party. You never split the party. You just
Hey, to be fair, you're in the worst situation. You're
Tim,
at the.
I'm in a worse situation. Like, if I get found out.
By the way, my concentration's done right now. It's most likely, so you're about to.
Well, I'll say that it's still up. You haven't said you dropped it for Yi yet. They are just calling out Yi.
It's only if you dropped it for yourself, but the
Correct.
others we
so
never made
if you want it up, you can keep it up.
In theory, you could. So here's the cool thing about concentration: you just can't cast another concentration spell. And
Yeah,
you could
as long as
you could drop the effect for Yi, because that's what she's asking you to do, and continue the concentration on my invisibility.
As long as he doesn't take damage, yeah.
As long as you don't take damage and you continue to roll checks, the only thing that changes is you like
no concentration spells.
No concentration spells. That's it.
Yeah, as long.
We can keep it up as long as the spell lasts. As long as you
But
don't
for
take
now,
damage.
Tim, you have entered into the sheriff's office, and there's a klaxon blaring from behind you, coming from the bank. You clearly know this is your allies. And actually, I'll say that it's a little quieter here. You can hear the clanging of armor coming up the thorough way, like Roswell is coming running. What do you do here in the sheriff's station? Not towards you, right? But just up the thoroughfare towards the bank, probably.
So Roswell's headed towards the bank or headed towards the sheriff's?
Heading towards the bank.
The bank. They're
The
across
bank.
the street.
Because
from each
that's
other.
where the siren is.
And the klaxon is going off in the sheriff's station?
In
Like,
the
I can
bank.
hear it?
In the bank. You are safe. It's just you can
Okay.
hear it from behind you.
I am going to continue to the sheriff's station.
Mhm.
I
You're
guess.
inside. You're inside. Cassidy's inside.
Oh, is she just right there? Like just
She's
right
in.
the
She's in
office
her
and-
cell. Yeah, she's in her cell.
Okay. So I kind of think how I want to role play this is I just kind of make it sound like I'm her inner monologue, but I'm like invisible. So I just kind of, I go, hey, I don't have much time to explain, but we really need your help. Pretty bad actually.
Strangers. Strange voices in my head. They
Very
said Cassidy was
frustrating.
crazy, but I didn't think Cassidy was crazy.
I promise I'm friendly. I just can't reveal myself right now.
Friendly voices in my head. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Am I
Are-
crazy?
No, you're not crazy. I'm actually here.
I think if
just-
there was any voices I could trust, it would be the ones in my head. What can I do for you, voice?
I have the same thoughts. No.
So
I was hoping I was thinking I wasn't crazy too, and you just confirmed that.
So this is going to sound crazy, but we
Okay.
know that things are not right with this town.
What's wrong with it?
we are
It's a
the-
good
the
town.
The bubble
The bubble's nice.
is very bad.
I don't understand.
Her
This
own
is
voice is
very-
telling her, "Hey,
It's
this
it's
bubble's
very-
not good."
This bubble is not good.
There's strange
Um,
voices in my head. Okay.
The sheriff is
hey,
dead. He's not coming back.
Sheriff
we know
Isaac.
this to be true.
No,
Yes, he's not
Sheriff
coming
Isaac
back.
was here like an hour ago.
He is gone.
Okay.
It all has to do with what's underneath the mine.
Oh
And-
yeah. I tried to tell them what was down there. They just they didn't believe me nothing.
Well, you are right. I have two traveling compatriots who I'm sure you can clearly hear. Are
Well, I
currently-
know I'm right, but me telling me that I'm right doesn't really help my case. Me.
we need a way to get some diamonds because we know that there's a witch in this town and we need her help to get to the bottom of what's in the mine.
Well, diamonds are a dime a dozen around here. We say. There's a diamond mine in town. You can find diamonds everywhere.
So I just set ourselves to a death trap for that reason.
That mine has diamonds in it. Where are the diamonds?
It had more diamonds. This whole town came up as a diamond mine town. It had more diamonds. The diamond mines have sort of dried up, but we have I don't know if you noticed, but we have a sort of bubbled atmosphere here in which all of the our resources are sort of finite, but in the bubble. So diamonds abound. You could probably find some in Roswell's desk, over there in the evidence locker. They're just sort of everywhere. But I know this.
Do you
What
know
am
how
I
to get-
telling myself?
Do I know? Do you know how to get into the evidence locker? Have you been here long enough to see him open it, or you know where he keeps the keys to the evidence?
Yeah, he
locker?
keeps the keys in his desk. I seen him put it there myself.
Wonderful. So at this point, I would like to employ the same strategy I used in our first loop to break into the side of Roswell's desk and politely steal the keys for the evidence locker.
Wait.
And
Hold on,
What
hold
if
on.
you
go over to the evidence locker and is there an alarm on it before I open it? Do you know, is there any kind of alarm on this evidence locker?
Investigation check.
I need to know.
Toxic, can I point? How do you politely steal the keys from someone's desk?
I don't know.
Do you like put on?
He
Do you put on a
can't see
top
me,
hat?
so
No, I'm just wondering. Do you
I
put
don't
on a
know.
top hat and a trench coat?
I don't know. Does it matter? I do have inspiration, I believe, as well. I don't. What does that
You
add to
do.
the roll again?
It's
I
just
think
advantage.
1d4.
No, it's
What?
advantage.
Oh, cool. Then I'm just gonna roll with advantage and hope to God that we get it.
Your hope better be good enough.
What'd you get?
I
What is
don't think
my-
that's a good sound.
It's a 15, flat 15.
No,
So it's not like
No,
It's not great,
it
it's
doesn't
not
seem like
hard.
there's any alarms. You slide the key into the padlock and it opens up. Tim reaches in to see a number of just old evidence bits. You see little bags here and there of a number of gems. You find, I'll say, like 17 gems. Or 17 diamonds in total, just in this locker, in various pouches. It seems to be like a currency in the town, like the basic currency of the town. And Tim is just like holding these diamonds in his hands as we go back to the other two in the bank, who are in initiatives. Let's see, 19 for Korik.
Yep.
do I have a pouch I can put them in? I'd also like to
Yeah. You've got
potentially-
like your bag. I mean, you've got yourself.
Yeah.
Our stones of far speech. Can I talk into that and say, Tim, don't come to the bank?
I think he knows. I think he knows that.
know. I'm in the sheriff. I can hear it. So
I just want to tell him
So-
it's really bad.
So I think what I want to do before we go back to them is I'm gonna put I literally am going to put the diamonds in my bag, right? Or however many diamonds I think I might need. I'm going to close the evidence locker. I am going to go to
You should free Cassie while you're at it.
I'm gonna open the door and free Chastity and say
Cassidy.
Cassidy,
whatever
it's
her name is,
Cassidy.
Cassidy. I'm gonna free Cassidy, and I'm gonna say this one is on. I don't know that we named our group. but
On
this
you.
one's on us.
This
What?
no, put it. Say this
Oh,
one's
yeah.
on you.
This one's on you. Give yourself a pat on the back.
She
And
pats
then I'm
herself on the
gonna-
back
I'm
and
gonna-
wanders
I'm
out
gonna-
of the
I'm
cell.
I'm gonna close the cell back up. I'm gonna put the keys back in the drawer, and I'm going to take maybe a minute or two, or however long I think I might need to gently repair the desk
The
so
whole.
that it doesn't look like it was opened. You know,
Cool.
I don't know if I have some cloth or something that would look like it's of a similar vein.
I got you.
To the desk and try to just touch it up a little bit.
Okay, so now narratively, we're gonna move back to the other two who are in
Yep.
initiative order. 19 for Korik.
14 for Yi.
Okay, Korik, you're up first. The woman behind the desk is now on the desk. Mech is like, I'm gonna need you to bring your ally out of invisibility, and we're gonna have a nice chat.
I feel like
You're
you
up.
learned enough here. What do you think, Yi?
I think we can go out in a nice blaze of glory.
Awesome. Cool. I cast Blight in the 5th level.
Okay.
I need a
Oh.
con save.
From how many people? One person? How big is this area?
It's
30
one.
area. The necromantic energy washes over a creature of my choice that I
Okay.
can see in range.
Uh,
Actually, hold on. I might change that then. Give me a
Oh.
second.
I love how Toxic's like got to know everything we need, and then there's just us.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we robbed the bank. It was fun.
I should just go to the witch's hut.
You should, but we're about to reset.
Well, no, you guys are about to die. Toxic is fine.
Yeah, I'm fine for the full hour. I can go to the witch's hut. I can do whatever I need to do. You guys are going back to the quiet room.
Shit, if I cast Moonbeam, he'll lose concentration.
Cast Blight. Cast Blight on the lady on the mech.
Yeah, I do Blight. I need a con save. She has to beat 16.
She fails.
Alright,
Oh, heck yeah.
98 of damage.
98.
Nice. Get that 98 damage in there.
43 damage?
It hurts her and the mech, definitely. Let me see what we're
trying to
doing
figure out.
here.
I'm trying to figure out the health now. Like,
I wasn't
was it
expecting
supposed
this
to go
fight.
this quick?
That's for sure.
Okay.
Okay,
Don't worry, Em. You know how
you
people
deal
try to
that
save
damage.
it.
Pieces of the mech kind of pop off. They definitely take some damage. It's still standing for sure though.
Alright.
She is going to level her her sort of ballista arms at you, Korik, and she's going to launch off one at you, and then she's going to, well, first she's going to launch off one at you. That is a natural 19 to hit. That'd be like a 26. You are going to take
hits.
6 points of piercing damage as it nicks you in the side and slams into the ground behind you. And then she's going to make a disadvantage shot at Yi, who she can see on her sensor but cannot see. Ooh, 17 to hit. The other one was a natural 20.
Oh, yeah. No, that's hitting.
Oh, wait, I need you, Korik, to make a Constitution saving throw for your, your spell. Yi, you are taking 11 points of piercing damage.
19 for my con save.
The con save
I'm still
passes,
invisible.
Toxic stays invisible, and so does Yi, but now he's covered in blood. The guards next to you
19?
guys. Yes,
I'm gonna reaction and just uncanny dodge that to give myself only 8.
Oh, no, no. Sorry, it was only 11 points of damage. I don't know if you want to uncanny dodge it.
Yeah, no, I'm still gonna uncanny dodge
Okay.
it.
Yeah, you
so
can
11
uncanny dodge. I think any damage that comes from an attacker.
Yeah,
just
as
has
long
to-
as I see it. Yeah,
As
I
long
just
as you
have.
see it.
Alright, and now the guards are gonna go. One of
What's
them is
hold
gonna
on,
bring
2.
a great sword down on Korik, and the other one is gonna try to spear at Yi. He is no longer gonna have disadvantage because you're covered in blood, even though you're. Well. Now I'll still give him disadvantage. I'll just give him. Well, I'll give him. I won't give him disadvantage, but I'll raise your AC by 2.
Okay.
Call it like half cover or whatever.
Yeah, that's fair.
The one to hit Korik is a 23 to hit. That's less of a question and more of a. I'm just reading. The one to hit Yi is a 23, 4 to hit. Sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Korik. That's not a D6. 8 damage
D6. Oh,
plus
jeez.
3, so 11 points of damage to Korik, and to Yi, 15 points of piercing damage.
Oh,
I need
I
another
have to take
Constitution saving throw from Korik to keep up his concentration.
Have I like left the sheriff's office? Because I thought I said I was gonna free
I
her
break
and leave.
concentration, it's a 5.
You did, but this is a round of 6 seconds. You're in the sheriff's office right now, as like that thing ended. That way you still have some cover, right? Because no one else is in here, and Cassidy's already left. We've said. But
Sure,
while
so I'm
Cassidy
just
was
in the sheriff's office
Yeah.
by myself.
yeah, when you turn visible, yeah.
I
Do
do
so.
want to know what she said as she let herself out.
Do I hear Roswell coming or anything, or can I just like leave?
Not to the sheriff's office. Roswell, you can hear clucking towards the bank. After the
Wonderful.
guards
So-
turn, hold on 1 second. I want to give
Sorry.
them a full round of combat, and then we'll add you into the initiative order so you can pass by, and we can give you into the turns. But basically,
What if I
gave you
don't?
that
What if I don't
so
want to
far.
fight them? I know
No,
we're
no,
going
no,
back to the quiet room when the loop is
No,
done.
your
Yes,
initiative order is
but-
to
more just to
decide
give you an
when
action
you go
while they're
past.
fighting, so that I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
understand.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So
Yeah.
hold
I
on to
thought I
that
was
for just
rolling
a
into
second.
combat.
No.
No.
Love him to death, but we're in a loop, and I got shit to do so that I can get
Yep.
us more information. So they're gonna die.
Yes.
I'm gonna go do
yes.
what I gotta
Oh
do.
no.
100%.
We
We're good on
figure.
that. In fact, I'll
Love you
call
guys,
you at
but
the
sorry.
top of the initiative order. So after everyone, you'll go, and then you'll basically start the initiative order over.
Cool.
But Yi, you're up next. There's a guard behind you, a guard behind Korik, the mech suit, the fucking ballista on the ceiling.
Okay.
We're fucked.
Oh yeah, no, big time.
Can you blast a hole in the roof?
A hole in the roof. Let's
can
see what I
fire
got.
lightning.
Can't you just do that with lightning?
It gets a bonus if it's like if you can like see
Oh.
outside. I think, can't you? Hold on, let me.
I don't think so. I could be wrong.
Oh,
I
you
think
get
it's
an
a
extra
bonus
1d10 if it's stormy conditions.
Yeah, if it's already raining.
Okay. I
How
can't.
you...
I can't make it rain, but.
Yeah, you can with all that gold, baby.
I don't think we're going to get the gold. I'm sorry.
I start just like launching shillings at the lady like I'm at a strip club.
She's gonna.
Anyways.
My
She
turn.
kills you.
With the shillings.
Does the thing on the roof, is that like right above her?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll give you something.
How far away is it from me?
It's about 50 feet up in the air. Big high ceiling bank.
Dang. Okay, there goes that idea.
You're gonna try to Robin Hood her and cut the fucking lamp down on top of her?
Yes. Yes. That's my plan.
You cast a spell at its connector, maybe if
Oh.
you get lucky
Oh
enough.
hell yeah! I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at it.
Yeah. Roll the hit.
Oh, hey, don't forget, you can fucking hellish rebuke things.
No, that's only that I need a spell slot for that.
He used
Okay.
all of his spells in the purple worm fight.
I only have
before
2
things
spell slots
started,
in the
yeah.
beginning.
I
Well-
didn't know hellish rebuke used a spell.
Oh,
slot.
no,
That was a
M.
reaction.
It's a
Eldritch
first level
Blast.
spell.
Eldritch Blast is just an immediate hit. There's no saves or anything.
You have
Unless-
to roll a ranged attack roll.
Why it
100%.
doesn't say that? It doesn't say that on here.
I played a warlock before. It is a
Definitely.
100%. It's a cantrip, and you get 2 beams of it at our level, so you can actually cast it at 2 separate targets. But it
Hold
is
on.
a ranged attack roll.
Okay, that's good. Let me make sure I roll the right one. A dirty 20.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Okay. It's gonna be slash 1d10. Nat 10 for the thing connecting that
There's a groaning sound as it is trying to turn, and it seems that it's kind of like jammed up. Yeah, you've dealt some damage to it.
and then and this is just at the connector to try and make it fall.
Sure.
And then the other beam will be going that way too.
Cool.
So
Yeah,
slash.
you get 3 beams at 11th level, and it's 2 beams after 5th level, just so you know. Elite.
Okay, good
And
to
it-
know.
120 foot range.
Yep, I see that. I think I'd have
So
to.
does each beam do 10? Can do 1d10
Yes,
damage?
each beam is its
Okay.
own Eldritch Blast.
Uh-huh.
But it cannot be done to the same target. So it's just like any 2 target spell. You have to like you'd have
Pick a
to
second
like
target.
pick a second target
Oh,
or
No, I'm reading right here from D&D Beyond. It says you can direct the beams at the same target or at different ones.
I guess I always thought it was 2 separate targets, but I guess
Yeah,
I'm
just
wrong.
make a separate attack roll for each beam.
Roll 2
Okay.
hit.
Okay.
Here you go.
Okay.
Then you can.
D20 plus 5. 24.
Yes. Roll damage.
Okay. Let's roll 1d10. 3.
Okay. Not enough to break it off, but you have damaged it for sure. Do you have anything else you want to do with your turn?
Yes, I do. Does it look like I could hide in this area, or they got me pinned down?
One of them is directly behind you.
Okay.
You could run further into the bank. You're just kind of surrounded by people right now. You'd need some pretty high checks in order to,
Yeah.
get
No,
up
it's just
and over there.
yeah, it's just trying to figure that out. That doesn't work. So how far is the door from me?
You
Right
guys are
now.
kind of right at the door.
Yeah,
You
we
guys are
got
like right
stopped
at
as
the
soon as
front
we
door.
came in with the invisibility
Yeah.
detection.
Do you think, Buddha, you could make it outside? Could lure them out? It'd be harder, but
At
we'd
this
also have
point,
to.
I,
Or do we want to go for it? Your call.
I wanna give Tim as much time. At this point, everyone's drawn to us,
Okay.
so let's see what he can do.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
So
for all we know, he could be getting his his rocks off with a Cassidy in the cell, or he could
hold on.
be getting diamonds, or what. We don't know what he's up to.
Hey, what? Hold on. I forgot I had a familiar
Cool.
that goes right after me.
Okay.
I think I chose owl. Yeah, owl familiar. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's still your turn. I'm just asking if there's anything else you wanted to do on your turn.
No, I know. I just wanted to make sure I brought that up.
Okay.
I am going to
So, well, shit then.
No, I
mean,
did a.
Your owl. I mean, he wasn't invisible, so yeah, never mind.
Well, we'll
Did he
just
come into the
kind
bank with
of.
us?
Don't you have to cast Find Familiar to find the familiar? You don't. It's not just always with you.
I had it casted for a while.
Oh.
I had it casted before we left.
Okay.
Yeah, before we left, I had it casted, so
I
the
got you.
owl was with me in the ball.
Well,
But,
I'm gonna say that it's not with you right now because you guys did the invisibility play.
That's fine. I just
And
left it outside the door.
Fair enough.
And then I'm going to. I did a reaction, so I don't think I can do a bonus action, can I?
You can.
Okay, I wasn't sure if this worked. Then I'm going to bonus action disengage, and open the door for my owl to come in.
Yeah, you do that. And the owl, I guess, flies down from the top of the bank and in. Who is it attacking?
It is going to attack that piece I already was attacking beforehand.
It's gonna fly up
with
and yep.
its talons.
Mm-hmm. Do you have stats for that?
Oh. Yeah, it's an owl stat. Yeah, I melee weapon attack is a +3 to hit. That 20 plus 22.
That hits.
And that's gonna be a 1d1 damage, but hey, that's a nat 1. There you go. The only time nat 1s are happy.
It is up there clawing at it with its with its claws, trying to help you in this matter. Roswell also comes running in the bank and says, I thought I had seen something at the front, and it bears its halberd and it says, intruders, you will stand down. And it is going to reach out an arm and launch clay at Korik. Korik, I need you to do a dexterity saving throw for me as this clay ball is coming at you. Yep.
Dirty 20.
You dodge out of the way as it crashes into the ground. It is now top of the order with Tim. You are in the sheriff's office. This is going down across the street. What do you do, Tim?
The woods is the only area we haven't explored yet, and I know we
Correct.
had a conversation with the witch. And knowing my knowledge of magic, I would say, well, witches generally live in the woods. So I'm just gonna go into the woods and look for this hut because I've got these diamonds. So there's a
Give me a
giant commotion
survival
at the
check.
bank.
Give me a survival check. We'll see where you end up in the woods.
Ends up meeting a bear.
A bear I could probably deal with.
We'll say you use your turn getting around the edge of the Elder's Manor and up to the woods. There's a few paths cutting back into the woods. None in particular.
13.
13. Okay.
Not awful. It's not great, but it's not awful.
You trek off into the woods on the first path that looks like it makes the most sense to you. How do you pick your path? We'll say there's 4 paths leading out from behind the Elder Manor. How do you pick which path you go down? Don't look at
follow
like
the
left to
candy
right
road.
because they can crisscross at any point. Just think like to yourself, how do you pick which path is right? Do you look for certain markings? Do you look for signs? Do you follow your gut? Like what's the vibe?
I'm just trying to think based off of the information I know. She knows of the mine's existence because she specifically said you're not ready for the mine. So my deduction based off of the information that I have would be to take the path to the left because that would be the closest to the mine, knowing what I know about the geography, right? Not knowing where the hut is, right? I'm just trying to do this without metagaming because obviously the hut is on the map, right? But the mine is off to the far left, right? So obviously she would have a somewhat clear view of the mine, or she would know what it is, which would lead me to believe that it would be somewhere on the left-ish side of the woods. It wouldn't be straight ahead because she might not be able to see the mine if she was like further in the woods or further in the forest. Also, knowing what I know about like just being in forests or whatever. I'm a hill dwarf. I'm from the mountains. Like it's
into the woods. Korik, you're up.
That
You hit that
attack
thing,
I
I was
had on
sending-
me was just really painful. And so I just kind of take a big deep breath in and look within myself, and I just make some fists and my hands start shaking as I cast Wild Shape. And for the first time ever, Yi sees me use my Poisonous Thorncraft ability as a surge of poison just starts to like surge through my arms, and I have just these tipped thorns just sprouting all over my entire body. And if I read this right, I gain 40 temporary hit points.
Yeah. That's high level druid for you.
Yep. I also and that is my action. So my bonus action, I will cast Healing Word on myself because I'm gonna be stupid and let this draw out as long as possible.
Don't worry,
you guys fight
you get
while
toxic as thing.
Tim goes and chats.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Healing Word in the 2nd level on myself. I'm gonna give myself 9 additional actual hit points. There we go. Now at
All right.
96 technically.
Brogdon, which is the dwarven woman, you don't know her name yet. The dwarven woman is going to launch off 2 bolts at the thorn-tipped person. A natural 19 and a 15. Is a 15 hit?
On who?
You, Korik.
I have my it's a tie. Because I gained +1 to my armor class, and I already had my shield.
Nice.
This is a +1, so that'd be so I have a 15.
So
you're
no,
safe.
but you take 9 damage from the first one that does hit you. Natural 19.
Okay.
And then the two guards, one guard is going to attack you and the other is going to attack.
Oh, they come out of my temporary first, right?
Yes, correct.
Yes, temporary
Mast
first. Yes.
Yi. The one to attack you misses, but just barely. The one to attack Yi hits a 13.
Misses.
Okay. Top of the order with Yi. Not top of the order, Yi.
Okay. Hey, yo, that thing looks like it's going to fall soon. Let's try again. With another 2 more Eldritch Blast coming that way.
Roll to hit twice for me.
First is a 8, probably not going to hit. Second is a 17.
That hits. Roll damage.
Mm-hmm. D. Not 20. 10. 6.
It smashes into the connector at the top and the ball comes falling down. She never even got the chance to fire it. It lands atop her. I'm going to give her a dexterity saving throw. She succeeds, but is still going to take some damage. That falls down and sends some shrapnel out. One of the guards is going to be taken out by a piece of shrapnel. The one on Korik will say. Roswell's like, enough! Stop this now! And yes. Brogdon took some damage. Ooh, okay. She's getting up. Her mech is like a little crunchy and jittery after the blight and that damage. It is Yi's turn. Nope, that was Yi's turn. It's your
It's Tim's turn.
Owl's turn.
My
Yi.
turn.
And then Ross.
I still have a
turn.
bonus
Notice me.
action.
You still have bonus? Okay, sure. What's up?
After I did that, I will use my bonus action to disengage and move further away from the guard.
Okay.
That's,
You move
currently
into
on
the
me.
bank towards Brogdon, the mech elf,
Yep.
mech dwarf.
And how does the mech dwarf look right now?
It's crunchy and cracked, but still standing.
My owl will try to hit the. Is it like she's on top and like her she's exposed up top?
Yes, yeah. She's like
Okay.
controlling the thing from up top in her seat.
Yeah, my owl would go and try hit her, like try and blind her in one of the eyes.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That would be a flash roll. D20. And that would be +3. 6. I'm guessing nope.
No. The owl does fly by her
Okay.
though, and she like ducks out of the way. Roswell is gonna run in because Yi moved in. Roswell's gonna run into the closest to the door, which is Korik, and just start in on you, Korik, with 3 attacks from the old
It's nice
Roswell.
knowing you, Korik.
17 to
Wait, he
hit.
only...
Huh?
Yes. Yeah, that hits.
The second one's a miss because it was a natural 3, which would have been a 10, and the last one is a 26.
2 hits.
2 hits.
Goodbye to that temporary, unless.
No, it's not that bad. Well, the first one's not that bad. The first one was 10 points of damage. The second one is 15 points of damage.
25. That isn't bad for him, for what he could do to us.
I got 6 temp points left, so that's good,
Hey.
hopefully.
Yeah, no, we're holding out long enough
now,
for
Tim,
Tim
you're
to do some stuff.
crunching through the woods. Honestly, a 13, I would say, wouldn't be enough to get it. I would have put you somewhere else, but a 13 is specifically the number of the witch's hut, and that feels like the witch's vibe to me. So you traipse through the woods, and you find a scent of a wonderful baked good. It's almost like that cartoon in which it's like a finger drawing you forward. You know, it like lifts you up and it draws you in.
Yes.
No.
It was just
And
like you could see the smells. Like
yeah,
the smell lines.
yeah, and you follow the smell lines to a hut. And there are some wonderful scents coming out of this hut. The door is open, and inside it's kind of dark, but you can see firelight being cast. It's warm inside.
Is there anybody in there?
It's hard to see from out here.
For a sec, I thought you were just going to barge in. I was like, it's a witch, not the best idea.
No.
Her door's open.
Yeah, but I
The
would
scent's
still be polite.
beckoning you in.
I would slowly approach the door,
If she offers
and
you candy, don't accept it.
being polite, I would knock on the open door,
Oh.
to just to check and see if there's anybody in there.
Oh, do come in.
Okay. So I will, again, just being very cautious. I'll say, I'll come in, and then I will go through the labor of introducing myself. And I will just tell her, I had a vision, and you were in it, and you told me to bring diamonds because we were not ready for the mine.
Oh, indeed, my name is Paloma. You do look familiar, though I can't say we've met before. If I told you to bring diamond, I exchange visions for money, sort of a seer of sorts. Maybe I can help you with I don't know, the the nearby, the far out, the next steps in your adventure.
So
Ask her how we get free reign.
I would. Okay.
He can't hear us.
I can't hear you.
I know.
I was getting
Hold
to
on.
that.
Do the stones
I've
work?
gotta-
Or can we talk with the stones?
I've got.
So far, they do not.
He's got an idea.
I've got to role play this. Like I can't. I don't like metagaming.
Harder.
I've got to role play it. So I would. The first thing I would do would be to kind of explain the vision in detail. Explain to her, roughly that we know that there's some stuff that's going on in the town. We went into the mine. We made it all the way to the bottom of the elevator. We saw we'll explain about the monster, and then explain about how the sheriff and whoever is trapped in the shaft.
Ooh, sounds like there's a lot going on.
Yeah, and then I would say, and you specifically said we are not ready for the mine yet, and to come to you and bring you diamonds.
Yeah,
so
well, doesn't sound like you were ready for the mine if you couldn't get past that door.
We're trying to save the town because we know that this worm is going to destroy the town in.
Interesting. That might be the
30
visions
minutes?
I've been seeing of the town. That's
That's 30 minutes. 30 minutes. I don't know what time it is.
No, because I mean, I would say that time has been passing by pretty quick. I would say it's about like 11:20 now. So you guys still have about 40 minutes. The people did get kicked out of the bar, but no one noticed. The earthquake hasn't happened yet. You guys are like moving pretty quick, but you guys are in like 6-second combat rounds, so you're not technically, Tim. We're moving your time at a different pace, but
yeah. So then I would just kind of explain that, and I would say you're trying to get rid of this artifact that has caused this bubble that is definitely destroying the town, even though all of the people in the town don't really believe us, right? Like it's bad. It's very bad, and we have to get rid of this bubble.
I'll say from the story you've told me, she hasn't really like stopped working at her ovens and her like counter this whole time. She doesn't even really like turn to look at you. She says, sounds like from the story you've told me, the bubble is keeping us safe from whatever is down there in the mine, the worm of sorts that's destroying the town.
No. It's gonna destroy the town. We just went through that. We died, but and now we're back again.
Sounds like the worm is destroying the town. It sounds like the bubble would be keeping the town safe.
No, because the town's gonna get destroyed, and it's just gonna start again. This is a loop. We have to get out of this loop and defeat the monster at the bottom of the town. We've dealt with a lot of these artifacts before.
Sure, I get the artifact that you're seemingly after. It seems dangerous, but seems like the biggest problem here is the worm and not the bubble, from the things you've told me. But
when we take the chalice, the bubble is going to go away.
And the town will die.
Bubble around the town. Not if we defeat the worm too. We have to get into this mine shaft.
Well, I don't know how to pop the bubble, but I can do a sight for you. I can do a scrying for you.
Have you ever determined how many diamonds I took? Did I take a handful? Was it 10?
16 diamonds.
Well, how many diamonds would that cost? Like
Oh,
1 diamond? I don't know.
it is 5 diamonds for a small sight, small vision, and 10 diamonds for a big one, for a biggin.
What would 16 get me? How much information could
Sounds
you give
like
me for all
sounds
of
like it
these?
would get you a small for 5 and a biggin for 10. If we just add up the maths there. And that would leave you with
Should go
1
rough to
diamond
big.
left over, she says as she leans in for the first time.
So I just kind of say, you know what? Let's just go for the big one. And I hand her over 10 of the 16 diamonds. Knowing what I know about diamonds and revivify or other spells to revive us that might come in handy down the road. I'm just gonna save these ones for later.
We probably won't be able to keep
I know.
those.
I know.
She guides you over to a small circular table on the ground and motions for you to sit on the other side. And then we're going to change back to Korik, which I feel like we're almost done with this. So it's your guys' fight. And then once we end this loop, which I feel like, I don't know, maybe we just end it after this vision for that Tim's about to get. Because I feel like that's another
That's
good
what I
moment,
was I was thinking.
All right. Oh man, I was getting ready to really like.
Well, I mean, you guys will still be in fight. I'm not saying we're ending the loop. I'm just probably ending the session just because.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's
so
1:11.
I'm torn about using this as a time just to like use my things, like my new toys I have.
Okay.
Or if I really want to try to like, yeah.
What is your best chaotic thing you can do?
I already did it. Blight's my most powerful spell. Which is funny because I'm a plant, and if it hits plants, it does like critical damage.
Oh my goodness.
So, I have a very special type of poison coursing through my veins. We'll just say. All right, fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna play around. So, question for you. If I do that thing where I bring those fun things into play, the bramble thorns, do they roll initiative right away, or do they go right after me?
They're gonna go right after you, so that we don't ever have to worry about that.
Cool. Although they don't really do a lot of damage, but
Hey, whatever damage we can do helps.
oh, I can do my thorn whip will do more damage than that. That was just a question about that. Yeah. All right. Cool. That. I have to keep looking back at the fucking feat to see what the bonus is on it. Sorry.
Okay.
So the guard behind me got taken out, so there's still a guard behind
Yi. Or
Yi.
next to the door, yeah. Yi disengaged. You got
All right,
Yi, you got a guard and Roswell kind of near you.
Fuck. Or do I try to use the bramble thorns as a distraction and I can run away? But Roswell's probably standing right in the door, and I would run probably straight into fucking Roswell and just fall down. He would skeet me with his fucking clay jizz. Oh, we're level 10, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, never mind. It's not the one I'm thinking of. Fuck. I was thinking of like my level 15 one.
Summon lightning on some.
Lightning would hit all of us though. I can do another blight.
Ooh, then do it on Mech Lady. Or you can do it on
Or
Clayman.
if I hit somebody with my my thorn, I could give exhaustion to Clayman Roswell.
Could. Want to try it?
Yeah, his AC is probably like 900 though.
Pick one and do it.
Shut up.
Do it.
Great.
You have all the options. Do one.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do Thorn Whip. on I'm gonna spin around and I'm gonna look at Roswell and I'm gonna say, this is gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt you. And I just grab my whip and I just go and I try to hit him with it. So 30-20.
That hits.
It hits. Yes. All right, it will be I'm gonna hit him with what fucking, hold on, that's an attack. What level? I probably should have said that first, shouldn't I? Damn.
Go for a level where you can cast multiple
Wait,
of them.
nope. It's
Maybe
hold on. It's not a Thorn Whip's my cantrip, so I don't really have a level on that. My bad. I can cast it to the equal number of my proficiency bonus. It deals an additional. So 40. It'll be 5d6 of damage. Hold on. But because I am currently wild chipped, it'll be 66 of damage.
Oh.
And then I'll figure out the poison after that. So 30 piercing damage.
Nice.
Then I have to go to my feats and look at.
Ooh, that was a nat. Nice.
Alright, so creatures that take damage from either of these sources must succeed a con save against my spell save. On a failure, the creature is poisoned and suffer 1 level of exhaustion. And then at the beginning of their turn, they take a 1d6 damage, but that would be. But it's a 4d6 because I'm level 10 of poison damage.
Okay.
If they fail that
he
save.
fails his save. So on his turn, he will take
Alright.
that damage. And is exhausted by 1 level.
Yes.
Which for now is just skill checks. But at the second and third is where it gets nasty.
Yeah, I figured, why the hell not?
If we get him to 6, we can completely kill him.
Okay.
Yeah, that's if he doesn't, like, murder me completely.
The dwarf is going to square up now on Yi, and press a different button on her command bay, and some jets of fire are going to spew out at Yi, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Yi.
Oh, yay, time to hopefully take no damage. $27. How's it, 22?
That works. Half damage, but no damage for you, so I'm just not going to roll.
Yep.
And then the
Can
guard.
I be, like, sliding under her vents?
Yeah, you slide right under. The guard is going to attack at Korik, but miss.
Yes.
And then it is going to be Yi's turn. Yi the owl.
Yay. So I am now behind her because I slid under her with the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Question, is this place made out of wood?
Metal and wood, yeah.
Okay, so the wood parts. Did you hit any of the wood part?
The floor around you, at most, at the moment. The fire will start to spread, but they'll worry about that later.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure she that we got that she lit the place on fire.
Yes.
Let's see. So I do want to. So can I see a like a power box or something of her mech when I'm behind her?
You can see like different tubes and shit running all along it, to some vats contained in the legs, we'll say.
Ye will try to cut one of the vats in the leg.
Attack roll.
Okay. That will dagger. It will also be lightning damage.
Okay.
Okay. So I just need to roll first. D20 plus 7. How's a 15?
15 is good to hit. Roll damage.
Okay, 4 plus 3. 3. Oh, that's not how you.
That's not how you do that, silly.
6.
Okay, you hit
6
it.
lightning.
It doesn't break the thing
Mhm.
yet, but you definitely hit it. You think that if you can chip into that enough, you'll for sure get some progress on it. Your owl.
And
Roll the
then
hit with your owl. Unless you're
I was going to try. Yeah, I was gonna then just hold on. I want to make sure I understand this. No, no. Just sure. Spell actions. Oh, hold on. Do I have to have? Okay, no, I don't have advantage on that thing.
You could, depending on how cool it is.
Well, no, I needed advantage so I could do an extra 46 damage.
Oh, I was gonna say, because I could have like re-rolled a lucky.
No, I needed advantage. That's all. Otherwise, no. And then I will bonus action. Do I want to use one? Yeah, I'll bonus action disengage and go a little farther from her, and then I'll roll my owl.
Okay.
Roll 1d23. Let's see if we. Oh, it's because I spelled roll. 20. Let's see if we can get it. How's a 12? I'm guessing. Go.
Not enough to hit. The owl just does another flyby and flies out of her reach. Roswell is going to run up on Korik. Here we go, Korik. We're chipping into your real health now, I'm going to bet.
I have 6 help, or 10 points, so.
11 misses, 25 hits, and 23 hits.
2 again. Not bad.
But he's hitting you with melee attacks. Don't you cause poison shits if people hit
Wait,
you with
doesn't
melee
he
attacks?
have to do a save or something?
Hold on.
He also takes poison damage.
Yeah. So it'll be 5d6 poison damage. I'm gonna do that first.
I'm ready to take notes when it circles around to my vision, so
We're close to you.
It's almost your turn.
14 for that poison to
Okay.
for that, but
That would great roll.
No, that was my circle of spores that they took damage for just starting in my area. Because I don't think I casted spike growth.
Right.
You didn't know.
He is going to hit you for a total of 33 points of damage. And then it is him. You're in Paloma's hut. She sits you down at this small table. You're surrounded by like dark reds, dark velvets. Above is hanging crystalline teardrops by like very tiny threads, and she says sit, and she kind of zones out for a second, and when her eyes open they are milky white, and most of these crystals floating above her are like a little bigger than teardrops, right? But there are a few up there that are maybe more baseball sized, and a baseball one floats down and breaks itself on the table, and a mist spreads out in the hut, and Paloma begins speaking, and the way that she speaks sounds like it's in multiple voices at once. many voices coming through her mouth. She says, "What you seek is indeed in the mines, but in order to break the barrier that lies in your way, you will have to look towards the temple."
What you seek is in the mines, but in order to find what is in your way, but in order to break what is in your way,
in order to break the barrier in your way, you will have to. What you seek is in the temple.
The barrier. It's the necklace. Is it a necklace? I kind of ask her.
She says, well, I guess she doesn't say much. The mists around you deepen a bit, and you begin to see like swirling images in them. And you see yourself going down a tunnel. It's like you're almost like you're in a minecart. You're zipping down a tunnel, and this video almost is playing in the mist around you, and you come up to a split, and the video pauses, and she reaches through the mist, dissipating it, and she gets her face like right up in your face, and she says, "Whatever you do, go left." And she sits back in her chair, and the mist begins to dissipate. She says, "Ooh, that was a big one, I feel. I don't quite know what it was."
We lost Elite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tim's the only one here anyway.
Oh, never mind. Okay. I'm so sorry.
No. I noticed, but then realized also that Tim is. Yeah, she says, "Ooh, that was a big one. Big one." And she says, I don't know if it was any help, but I hope you got what you needed." She looks over at you and she hands you a scone, and she says, "Actually, take some for your friends. These'll help you. These'll help you feel a bit rested, feel a bit warm and at home." And she hands you 3 scones.
Thank you.
Let me see if there is something in here really quick, because it was a cool moment and I feel like it's important. This will be the last thing, I promise.
So obviously, I think we now know that mine cart is likely the mine cart, in theory, maybe, that we rode in the mine, or is there another mine cart under the temple?
She said it's split 2 ways. The one we wrote went straight.
This is
Okay,
correct.
so I'm almost wondering if there's another. This is me speaking out loud.
Yeah.
Aren't I looking at the fucking events index? Like, come on. How many? Where would this be? Good fucking lord. There's a million pages for this thing, which I love because this is a really cool thing, but like, come on.
Yeah, this is wicked fun. I'm really excited to see
Just give me what I want to see.
Oh my god. Yeah, she says, I hope you got all that you need. And she hands you the scones, and you go to leave, but the light is sort of drained out of the hut in a way that like seems almost like another prophecy is starting, and you turn around and you see one of those baseball-sized crystals in the top of the tent. But this one is black and not crystalline like the other ones. It's black and it has all these threads running through it. And she says, "Oh, and then it drops from the ceiling, and the tent fills with a mist again. And this time you see 2 images, Tim. You see one image on the right and one image on the left. The image on the right, you see nothing but an ocean made of black, bubbling tar, with a sky that is maroon and gray and black lightning swirling across its face. You see some figures maybe moving down beneath the black tar, but it's very unclear as to what they are. The image on the right is a gray world. You see figures kind of reaching out, but they look like they are ashened over, like it's raining ash in this world, and they're like they've been hit by the blast of a volcano, right? They're just stuck in the reaching motion covered in ash. And then Paloma's voice cuts over these two pictures, and she says, "In the future, you will be offered a terrible choice between two options that will determine the fate of reality itself. In this moment of crisis, remember, there is always a third option." And the mists clear, and she slumps back into her chair. She's breathing heavily. There's like sweat on her brow. She says, I think I will need to rest, if you wouldn't mind giving me some time."
That is perfectly fine. Thank you for your time. I think I have everything I need, and this may have been very helpful to me and my party mates.
Oh, good. Come
Thank
back
you.
if you ever need another prophecy or a scone. And you nibble your scone as you exit Paloma's hut, and we end our session now. We're midway through this loop, which is totally Gucci. I like being midway through a loop. We're on our 5th loop, if that matters for anything. I just like counting. I don't know if it does matter. We'll find out.
Yeah, no, we should keep track of how many loops.
I mean, the amount of time, it's always important. Who knows? Perfect. Good session, guys.
Oh yeah, no,
Good progress.
that was awesome. I love I just love detonate.
All
Detonate.
right, I'm gonna hop out of this, and
I didn't
I'm
even
gonna
really
end
think
my
when I
stream.
said detonate. I was just like, detonate, it's a D word.
Yeah, we will definitely plan another
good.
session soon, guys. Good gaming.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pass out. It's 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm. Catch you
Yep.
guys later.
Later.
As for everyone else watching, I appreciate you guys joining in this evening. We'll be back again soon with the continuation of this 11th Hour arc and more with Dungeons, Drive-Ins, and Dice. Make sure you stay tuned, follow up, show some love. We love you guys. We'll be back again sometime soon. See you then.